Okay.
All right, what's up,
Can we be
everybody?
heard?
Welcome. Uh, hopefully. I mean, I'm kind of counting on it. I
Yeah.
don't have a
I think
webcam to
so.
convey that information.
I'm gonna gamble it all on the fact that they can hear us.
Yeah. So, hello, everyone. Welcome into the Apple Orchard Cup 2. That's right. We did another one for the Tetrio World Championships this year, and needless to say, it's been quite the ride. For those that have been
Bro,
paying
I need
attention
to
to bracket.
stop you right there and mention how, dude, what the fuck is with these social media icons? Why do they need to know my Discord?
I mean, I don't know. What do people
Yes,
not?
yes, bro. I really want everyone here to just friend request me on Discord. That's why it should be up there.
That's going to be the new common way that everyone joins your Discord server is through asking via DM. But you're just going to have like
Why are we
DMs.
doing this, guys? Apple Orchard
Sorry.
Cup and production staff, you guys need to lock in, bro. What is this?
Oh man. But yeah, I knew regardless whenever stream started, I'm like, I don't know what we're gonna yap about. We're gonna find something, and it took us a grand total of like 20 seconds to find that.
Okay, they're now trying to blame me, but like you can't change the order of this shit.
We'll
Like,
just
it's
see
not
like
I have control over it.
Don't worry. In the middle of like top 8 somewhere, you're just gonna see like it get added. Like you'll have like a third social in its place. Don't worry. I don't know which social.
And
We're
in
gonna add
fact,
some.
the order is actually not that on my profile. Order doesn't matter. Then what does? Okay, the fact that I... dude, someone already friend requested me on Discord. Whoever the fuck you are, red_slicer, dude.
No,
what are we doing, man?
Okay. Like as much as I think the bit's funny, dude, please don't spam Garbo DMs like entirely. Just, like if you want to hang out in the Discord, like go to Garbo's Discord. I'll promote that because like that doesn't, clog Garbo's DMs. There's a lot of important things there.
Yeah, man. Nah, this shit is actually so messed up, man. Wait, so how would I change it?
Change what? Like the
the thing, because apparently it's my fault. Because supposedly,
actually, wait. You just add an underscore to it and change the logo to Twitch, right? And then it's your Twitch social.
well, no, because it's supposedly using my Discord connections is what it is.
Oh really?
Wait,
So
it's Tetrio.
it's like...
It's Tetrio. It's Tetrio connections. You want me to unlink Discord from my Tetrio? And in fact, my Discord isn't even correct there. My Discord has an underscore in it. Dude,
So
is it not able to show underscores?
Good question. I'm not gonna test that though. But that is good to know. So wait, actually, so I guess I don't have. Yeah, I don't have my Discord link on Tetrio. I only have.
That's not even my display
Twitter
name. That's not my display name either. That's none of my names. It's either Garbo or GarboCan_.
So as you can see, we've been having a great night here in this.
Bro, I just lost the game of League before this. I'm sorry. I'm not happy right now.
No, you're already on edge from League. All right, well, I feel bad for whatever match we end up spectating first. We're gonna get some very hypercritical Garbo comms over there. Isn't using all spins enough.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
okay.
I would tell you what this text says if it was of a higher quality on Discord. But
here, I will go. I have chat. Wait, no, I have chat up. It is World Ender for Diao side on the left, and Endless Dedication for Gohan. I'm reading live off of the Twitch replay because life hack. If you're up and coming caster, there's a little hack I sometimes do. I'll have Twitch stream on delay as like an instant replay if I need to double check something.
Bro, that's the name of Aatrox's ultimate from League of Legends, World Ender. What are we doing?
That clearly I'm taking good advice from those who have good advice.
Okay.
So I assume these are TL stats because Diao's like average speed seems to be on the lower end, but then again, I know Diao tends to prefer playing slower than their opponent.
I mean, it depends on the opponent. Okay, the last 2 times we saw Diao, just like in tournaments, He's actually just been trying to imitate his opponent's playstyle. So like we saw this versus Vince, where he was trying to out surge chain Vince, and then versus Westell, where he played at like 5.1 PPS. So he's just trying to beat his opponents at their own game. Is how he's been playing tournaments recently.
That's also fascinating though that like Dio has the ability to just say, I'm like, this is a tournament match. There's a lot on stake. And I'm just gonna do what you do, but better with every single person they come across. And to Dio's credit, it's worked every single time thus far.
I mean, the guy's just too good. I don't know what to say. Like, I actually just cannot feel anything watching Dio anymore because I know he's gonna win.
You've lost the sense of Dio has ruined emotion.
Like, I feel no wonder or joy watching this man anymore. Like,
that's
we're just going through the motions now.
What is Dio supposed to do with that at this point? Just imagine you went so
okay,
good.
wait. Gohan's surging. Wait, please. Oh my god, and it's not. It's over. It's over. It didn't do anything. It doesn't amount to anything. Dio just fucking sends a spike, and then it's all broken because he knows that he has to try and get Gohan out of the spike. Man, like he just does the correct thing. Like, what am I supposed to say?
That Dio does the correct thing. Hopefully every time.
Like, typically surge advantage matters, but like this guy will just spike you before you can break, and then you have to break it on his terms. Like,
I mean that is typical counterplay for surge, right? Like you have to find a way to force.
It's counterplay, right? But like, I'm not excited seeing Gohan on a 20 surge anymore. Wait.
How about an 11 surge?
Oh, but it's just the warm up too. This is all a part of his calculation. It's just the warm up.
As much as I don't want that to be correct, I hate how right that statement is.
Yeah, I had a little bit of excitement, like it was kind of brought back. Maybe there was some hope, and then it's just the warm up.
There are times like mid set where I feel like I'll just see Dio like take a breather, and I'm like, they're just gaining more, like they're literally just like sitting here and board reading for 30 seconds.
Yeah,
but like there's so few people who have the ability to do that. Like at all, not to mention doing it in like top 8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
some people are built different, and then there's DL.
Anyways, we're going into the game now, and yeah, one of the major things to be paying attention to here is that Gohan as a player is the type of player to play a lot better in Tetra League or on his own in quick play rather than in an actual tournament match, but if he is able to bring out just his full potential in one of these tournaments, then you'll be seeing actually a very, very strong player. And we're already seeing him starting really strong, too.
Yeah, initial spike, the 5 PPS from Gohan, able to
He followed it up, too? Oh, the Dio defense. It's cooked. It's cooked.
Again, like, Dio's been getting better and better at working with alt spins to make sure that always has some sort of defense ready, whether the T-spin's there or not.
Yeah, I would actually make the argument that Dio has the best all spins right now in terms of practicality. In terms of, like, pure creativity, I would put it more on Vince, but as of right now, like, Dio, in terms of having fully implemented them in the most practical way, I feel like there's no one matching him at the moment. To go alongside all the other categories that no one's matching him in.
Well, I mean, again, to be fair, for those that are not keeping in track with TWC, Dio is 4 for 4 at major tournament wins. Not just like general set count or anything. Like, Dio has just won everything that Dio has participated in, and they're all like TWC major event qualifiers. So these are tournaments where we already have.
You can't hit him. You can't get anything to last on him. Like, what is this?
Cool, really smart use of the Z double as well. And then breaks a little tiny surge, but yeah, and Gohan just is very high up on the board, pretty heavily cheesed up.
Okay, wait, Gohan? I mean, it's still very Dio favorite at the moment. Like, Gohan's got some cheese on board and can't really build surge while down stacking it. It's not a great pattern.
Yeah, Gohan not able to get the surge. Dio gets to a little...
The cheese is so bad. I wouldn't be surprised if Dio can chain up to like 8 here and then spike him.
Well, let's take a look. Well, there's 7, 8.
Oh, well, it was at 9. I was close.
As close as you could get, you know?
I've watched enough of these games. I know how they go now.
That's why we're here. We gotta offer that insight, you know? Keep an eye out for this. It happened.
Alright, well, I mean, from here, Gohan's playing on the back foot. He's gotta find some way to defend this. Oh, he actually does. Gets open the well. Nice.
I feel like DL popped Surge there because it was convenient for DL, not even because it was, like, advantageous to, like, hit Gohan at that point, but the follow-up just made it all better. Yeah, I mean, in situations like that where you're ahead, like, short Surge, just for more pressure isn't even that bad, because the good thing about short Surge is that it won't send clean garbage, it'll send cheese, so it's like generally safe to pop compared to large Surge, which you have to be a bit more careful with, have to make sure it kills. Yeah, DL held onto that Surge specifically to make sure to counter Gohan's initial one, and as the Surge smoke clears, DL just seems to always have the right answer at the right time. Alright, I mean, like, honestly, Gohan's not even playing this bad. Like, Gohan's playing really well. I mean, look at the versus, like, we're dude, the guy that, like, 5 PPS. Like, look at this. There's, like, a 1 PPS dip here. This is good, wait, Gohan's going crazy. This is really good stacking through the clean. Surge is just a little bit, not as much as it would have preferred. Oh, the misdrop. The problem is that in this meta, this kind of speed gap is not actually that that much of a game ender, just because of how you can use garbage +1. So defense is favored in sort of clean garbage exchanges. And somehow Gohan survives that. That is wow. It's a very high level exchange going on here, but gets spiked. He has to find the down stack here. Doesn't look like he can find it though. That was literally, like, Gohan immediately decided to go for an, I think it was a Z-spin gamble, and DL immediately pops it. Like, probably one of the fastest reactions I've seen. Yeah, I mean, this guy, he's been ahead of the curve on so many different things in, like, in sort of surge timing and the meta in general. Alright, we're seeing Gohan's doing another really big chain here. Does get some cheese garbage onto Diao's board, so that's going to slow him down a little bit, but Gohan's on the 9-0 stack, so he can't really follow it up too cleanly. Man, especially because after that initial spike, Gohan's board was so low that there wasn't really any garbage to utilize as like further ammunition, and it may not seem like much, but given how strong both Gohan and DR are, like again, this is winter semis of a very strong bracket. You really need as much extra damage as you can get from each interaction. Oh, the cheese on Gohan's board. He's looking like he's really struggling with it this time. Trying to time this defensively here to make sure that Diao's not able to tank the clean, but Diao ends up being more patient with it and is able to tank the clean in full send. And I know that timing sometimes can be a little hard to follow. That is literally, if you want to show like an example of how important timing is, you can just go back and watch that like 10 seconds over. It's a really good example. For example. Because, yeah, all Diao has to do is make sure that Gohan can't cancel there, and it all is his win. So a lot of times those end with like one particular play being impatient, and usually it's not game ending. That was a good surge there, and it caught Diao at a time when he couldn't really downstack there. It's a rare chance. And Gohan did take it. We could see Gohan take some more points here. Gohan is on the board, but keep in mind, Diao right now is 5 wins. So almost halfway point of win condition. And what a spike! Huge spike coming through, yeah. Wow. Goodness gracious. I know I said I use delayed Twitch for the replay. That was a little too late on my end. I couldn't get the number in time. Wait. Dude, Diao, I don't know. He had bad pieces and didn't speed through it, which is actually surprising for him because
Normally he's really good at just noticing when he has to play faster. Or not even just Diao. In general, any top player. Oh, all spin sequence?
Wow.
That was something.
I was like, is Diao really gonna wait all that time for his VPs? And no, there's a better solution. Diao immediately finds it.
Nah, he has the block rationing technology.
Yeah,
among
Diao has
every other thing.
Oh, Gohan.
Oh, Gohan misdrops. No! Don't start this again. He does this every single time, man. I don't want to see it.
I was gonna say, like, I know, I think, what was it, Westell, I think's gotten misdrop of the year 2 years in a row, but I don't know, I feel like I might be compelled with Gohan's case now.
Westell's not even that much of a misdropper. Like, if you play that fast, it's gonna be misdrops anyways, right? Like, it feels like...
It's inevitable, yeah.
Yeah. I would rate Gohan as more of a natural misdropper.
What does natural misdropper entail? Okay.
Well, okay, because like if you think of, you know, okay, well we have actually a pretty high pressure situation here. We might as well watch it first.
Okay, sorry.
Before we get into the definitions. I mean, this doesn't actually look too unfavorable for Gohan because he does have the means to defend here. But he doesn't get to tank as much clean as he really wanted to out of that.
Oh yeah,
and he took too long on the solve, so. Diao was able to pop a 9 surge on him.
Oh my goodness,
it's so bad.
Pieces for Diao. That was 3 I pieces in a T within 4, and that did 30 lines, I think. Oh, that's just unfair at that point.
Okay, Gohan needs to drop a huge counter spike here. Tries for it, but Diao full defends. I mean, this is still good for Gohan. Gohan needs to run away with the lead here. He needs to go with it, but pops the surge at 9.
I mean,
it's really
like
rough.
A tiny bit over to Diao, but Diao's been
so
good with these all spins. It's not gonna.
It's not good. You can't get anywhere with that against Diao.
Yeah, and now Diao.
And he forsakes his stack. Can't get to
surge.
the I piece, and Diao takes another round.
Now Diao on 8 wins, 3 points away from winning and moving on into winners finals. Oh, a little bit of a odd team misdrop.
Gohan's kind of just thrown all timing to the wind now and is just trying to APM here with clean garbage. I don't think this ends well for him though. This looks very impatient of him.
It's a very tricky card to play, but again, we have seen it work out on occasion.
I mean, but there's the consequences. Yeah. Now, the second you see him sending like 2 T-spins without timing any of them off of empty board, like I feel like that's just death flag for him. You can't play that impatiently.
Yeah, well, I think at this point, this is just what Gohan's gonna try and run with. We can see the 5 pieces per second, just get as much damage on the board as possible.
Yeah, this looks like a lot of desperation coming from Gohan. He doesn't really know a way that he can make an attack stick on him, so he's just trying everything right now.
So, I mean, like, obviously, it's a harder playstyle to make work, but obviously, if you recognize that, you know, option A is not working, sometimes if, you know, option B seems not as great, you might still have to work with it.
Yeah, worst case scenario, like, it's at least a bit of a mix-up, right? Like, at least you might be able to catch them off guard. And actually, it looks like it's kind of working here. But has to take a really weird mini to continue the surge. I can't say I agree with this.
Yeah,
at the very end. Yeah, Gohan actually had something going there, but it was it got choked at the very end there. He made one bad decision and it forced him off of the whole chain.
How are they both down stacking at the same time? Like I know they're canceling each other, but like it just looks very aesthetically. I don't know.
Oh, and Diao finds the spike, and Gohan's 1 round from, this is still winner's bracket, right? So
yeah, this is winner's bracket. Like Gohan
down.
is still alive, even if this set does not go favorably.
Okay, yeah, actually, my bad for thinking that Diao could ever lose. My bad. Sorry. Won't happen again.
Diao's definitely been making a strong case for it ever since, you know, TWC 2023, and I think that pretty much still holds true.
And Diao finds the last spike and takes the set, and we'll be moving on to winners semis.
Winners finals. That was winners.
Winners finals. Oh
So
yeah,
Dia's
okay, winners finals.
Dia's already guaranteed top 3. And actually, what does this say? Platinum or a gold event? I actually
It's gold,
didn't
it's
check.
gold.
I think it's gold, right?
Yeah. But this is the first gold event or non-platinum event that Diao has signed up for.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, this guy has only signed up for platinum so far. Oh,
That
it's
is-
the second? Wait, I need to check.
Latam's was technically gold as well.
Oh, okay. That was kind of recent.
But yeah, so Diao is essentially just this actually will add nothing to Diao's score. Even if Diao wins the tournament, because Diao was already maxed out everything. It's 3 plats and 1 gold. The only thing Diao could do for gold and platinum events is win another platinum event or place second. But there's also 0 of 5 silver events filled out, which I believe could earn up to 400 points.
Hmm.
And right now,
we have the bracket
Gohan leads in, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
so
hold on, yeah,
we'll
let me-
have let's see. Who is Applejack against that?
That is OSW. OSW Applejack is happening in losers
Wait, no,
top 8.
who is Applejack? Oh, Kuro.
Oh,
Okay.
Kuro-san.
I was gonna guess. But I haven't seen Crow in a tournament before. At least none that I've
Really?
been there to watch.
I feel like I've seen Kurozo more kind of in lieu of TWC events, but I mean Kurozo's been putting in work. Is I think 10th right now in qualifying.
Really?
So-
Has it just been in times that I haven't been watching? Like, wait.
Well, to be fair, most of those are silver events, so a lot of like stratospheres and other events. Which also, big shout outs to HNS and Tawz for continually running events concurrently.
Mhm.
But I mean, 14th place from Star Cup Supernova, 9th place at Torneo Tetrio Latam, which I believe was about a week ago.
Mhm.
And so any points that Kurozo gets here, like top 8, I think is like a minimum of like 90 points or so. Oh, I guess it's different with gold. Yeah,
Okay,
top
we have
8 jumps to 65.
Westell
which
versus
is pretty
Vega
good.
here.
All right, so we have
see.
Westell as the Tempest and Vega as Stellar
yeah.
Beam. Those are I'm not sure if they're still legible at the moment on the share, so I'm trying to read them out.
I haven't actually gotten to watch that much Vega from this season.
I don't know if I have either, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, we'll check out how their playstyle is here. We'll see.
Curious to keep in mind, because Vega as well, in order to get to winner semis, had to pull an upset over Vince.
Oh,
Which-
really? Wait.
Yes,
I didn't know
so
that.
Vega beat Vince in winners quarterfinals to make it to this point. Vince, I believe, was 3rd seed, but it's a pretty dynamic shift going from X plus Vince to X plus Westell.
Wait, what do you mean
you-
Vega actually is rank 1 in TL? Wait, I actually had no idea.
Oh, you didn't know that?
I had no idea.
Oh, yeah. That's Vega's been on the TL grind.
Oh,
So we're
that's
getting
crazy.
into things.
Okay.
Actually, this is warm up,
Well-
I think, but yeah, it's,
Let us see how the rank 1 TL player will play this at the moment.
I'm actually not sure if Westell's been doing that much TL. I think no, but
I
I
don't
don't
think so
remember.
either.
yeah, I don't think Westell generally did a lot of TL for the most part. Alright, how was there already this much cheese? It's been so short.
Westell's kind of cooking him. Like, yeah, the Westell pure cheese. Like, what do you do about that? What are you supposed to do?
It doesn't
You
even
can't
feel like it
garbage
should
plus
be
one
cheese.
of it.
But it's just, with the added benefits of all spins, and I will say Westell has been getting very good with all spins.
Yeah,
Like,
Westell is
you
such
know-
a strong player at the moment.
well, because it used to be the counter was like, okay, well, everything Westell's going to be sending is clean, so you kind of have that to rely on. But when Westell spams all spin singles, it's not clean anymore, and your job just got a whole lot harder.
You just have to pray for a low roll Westell. Westell again still runs into some consistency issues, still runs into some stamina issues as well. So, I mean, how you beat him is really just outlasting him until he does something really troll.
Oh, well, the Z dependency was Z already in Q was a little bit rough to get through. Vega takes game 1.
Yeah, I get the feeling that, like, playing against Westell, all of the counterplay versus Westell, none of it is proactive. Like, you can't actually do anything proactively against this. You have to just wait for him to mess up. And
well, reactionary is also very hard to play in TL, just given how fast everything happens.
Oh, the small surge just to survive here. Vega's being put on the back foot very early on. Finds a nice down stack to get some pressure back onto Westell. Needs to try and find some way to get out of this, but this sequence is so awkward. Tries to greed back-to-back through the whole thing, but doesn't get the right pieces for it.
Yeah, almost had like a double J dependency at one point, which unfortunately, anytime you have a double dependency, it usually doesn't end well. The pressure from, you know, Westell is gonna just show up way too fast at the front door.
Alright, so with Vega being an 8 surge, let's see how they play this here. Sends it off, but it gets full canceled by Westell. Now is readying a spike through the garbage, sends it all without canceling. Very offensive play here, but I don't think this ends well for Vega.
And I think you might be correct on that assumption, as Westell immediately grabs it for win. Almost at 500 versus well. We've been having insanely strong matches from both Westell and Vega this set, and it's only 3 games in.
You can see there that the reason I could call it... that misdrop too on the opening. Yeah, but just trying to take the initiative there. You could see in that last round, Vega tried to take the initiative by building a spike and sending it all without timing it. But you can't get away with that versus Westell. It's so hard to actually...
maybe?
Okay, nice 19 spike. Westell gets the defense in, is starting to go down, fumbles with the S piece a little bit. This buys Vega some time. Vega needs to try and make a game-winning spike, recognizes that, sends it off as a 5 into a down stack, but it doesn't look to do anything. It doesn't look to be effective.
It felt like in that weird spot where like it wasn't cheesy enough, but it also wasn't going to be able to deliver enough to like force Westell to the top out at that point. Which, to be fair, that is an awkward spot, like especially once you get to like right around that like 9-10 back-to-back, you have to make that decision really quickly, because playing organically, you're gonna be building up your back-to-back surge, and both of those options do very different things.
And you certainly don't have the time to think about it versus Westell.
You do not.
Alright, I mean, this situation looks Vega favored. Oh, but the skim there feels really bad. Gonna try and greed up some attacks here. Sends off as a 5, but it doesn't force Westell off of his surge. Westell's gonna continue to keep building up. At the 10, goes to 11, 13, 15, 16. Sends it off, and you can't defend that.
Yeah, and you could tell immediately, as you called it out, like, getting that offensive advancement and the 41 spike to close things out as well. Just fantastic stuff from Westell.
Yeah, and Vega couldn't get to the eye piece either, but to be honest, like, if he got to the eye piece, I don't think it would have done anything either.
For the 41 spike, the options are kind of limited.
Wow! Dai is sitting on a 10 surge there, trying to greet it out, but... I mean, I can't even blame him for trying to greet it out, because, like, you need to push like that when you have the advantage if you want to win this.
Oh my goodness, what a donation from Vega. That was... Skims,
you mean donating around to Westell? Is that what you mean?
You know, sometimes I start a sentence and I don't know where the end is supposed to be, and eventually I find it.
Right.
And sometimes Westell does it for me, I guess. I don't know. How are we?
We're seeing our second sweep developing here. No, I mean, you don't want to go toe to toe with the Westell and LST. you don't want to do it.
I was the only one brave enough to challenge that.
Oh, nice spike though.
Instant counter spike. Westell is not able to react. Again,
I'm noticing that Vega really likes playing around those big down stack spikes. It's very similar to a Diao type of play, where you build some surge and try and just do a really, really fast down stack and catch your opponent off guard.
I mean, if it worked for Diao, I mean, might as well be worth a shot, right?
Oh, this is awkward though. I mean, with just slightly better pieces, I saw the vision that Vega was going for. Actually, just like a full down stack into multiplier quad there. It could have been nice.
So, yeah, like you can see, like the kind of mini center form I went with as well. That's just unfortunately did not come into fruition.
All right.
Oh, this is a really good. This is clean transition.
Chain building,
really
nice.
Early.
Okay.
That was
Crazy
actually
pressure coming out.
I cannot believe Vega snapped back to back. I was expecting Vega to try and like get like a game-winning spike with that. That was such a good board read.
Yeah, I don't think Vega really favors the long surges, just by playstyle, that I'm noticing here. It's a lot more about the short surges and big explosive spikes.
Which, I mean, you know, is definitely hard to do, but still doable. But, you know, back-to-back is definitely different from Season 1.
I mean, in all fairness, I actually think that this is, like, probably the playstyle that you'd want to have versus Westell.
Ooh.
Just because, like, you're not going to win versus him on, like, large chain building, say. Because you're going to get pressured off of it too fast. So, this is a lot more, it needs a lot less setup to do. It just needs good vision. It needs good vision and a lot of confidence to do it fast.
Well, we've got 5 TPS Vega right now, and only down by 5 games. Although we are, you know, Westell is definitely knocking on victory's door at this moment. Ooh, with the ice spin to try and keep back-to-back. Oh, but the C is not going to produce the same option.
Yeah. The ice spin didn't even continue back-to-back because it wasn't immobile.
Oh,
the well was too deep, yeah.
Sorry, I missed it. Yeah, minimal graphics, my problem. Sorry.
Minimal graphics.
Minimal graphics moment, my bad.
Alright.
Oh, what a skewer in the center.
And we're on match point for Westell at the moment.
Alright, how likely is H straight? Well, I think Vega has...
Oh, the 4 wide.
Desperate times call for desperate
can't
measures.
Get the multiplier. Oh, okay. It was a good attempt.
The attempt was made, but...
NP. I fuck with the mix-up, honestly. I think that's... You gotta do what you gotta do. I wanted to see that work. In that last moment, I really was rooting for Vega.
Yeah, and so, okay, just another just very dominant Westell performance. And with a lot of the you know, top 8 matches that we've seen from Westell, it just seems like they're getting like more and more consistent over time. And I feel like we're having like kind of like how OSW seemed like a very inconsistent TEC player that like had the potential to play at such a top level, and then eventually OSW got more consistent, and then it was just, you know, we were seeing these upsets left and right. Like Jaden was on that same train too as well, of just the skill cap just went through the ceiling and, you know, far past anything we thought possible. And within Season 2, like we've obviously seen Westell have such an incredible rise, getting, you know, 2nd place to DL in a lot of different events, and I feel like it's just going to be a matter of time before we see the full upset.
All right, let's see. We got them in the lobby now.
Speaking of OSW, by the way. Didn't realize that was on cue, but I guess it is.
Oh, so... I thought that's why you were talking about OSW.
No, I just made that analogy because that was like the quickest one I could think of. Because I another thing as well, because it was also on the topic of misdrops. OSW has also been, I think, nominated for Misdrop of the Year 2 years in a row. And I feel like I remember hearing about them kind of like self-proclaimed. They've gone through like the 5 stages of grief between them and misdrops. Like eventually coming to like the term of acceptance of like, this is just a part of playing fast. I'll learn to deal with it. And then just, you know, everything that we've seen on their track record is just insane. Oh, okay. Interesting descriptions. We've got OSW the Tornado versus Coto the Hurricane. Both some.
Is there like a theme here that I'm missing out on?
I don't know. If there is, it's going over my head. But now I'm kind of curious. Well, I want to go back and double check the rest of top 8. All right, and so I think we're still getting warm up between Coto and OSW.
All right.
I had an early eye, but no TKI enjoyers at the moment. OSW
These players I also don't really know that much about. I haven't watched too much tournament gameplay from either of them.
My... Okay, 550 score from Coto. What an opening blitz. Yeah, that'll... Usually OSW doesn't falter that much in the opener, but that's way too much pressure for probably anybody to deal with.
Yeah, I'm getting the impression that they're both kind of like APM players.
OSW is a very kind of like quick offense heavy player, but they've grown to be a little bit more creative to keep up the APM even when, misdrops kind of prevent that from going awry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I mean, actually, it's kind of rare this season to see offense versus offense. It's actually a lot more often offense versus defense, and that's that kind of thing, or even like defense versus defense. Because I mean, like, I feel like offensive players are a dying breed in season 2. Like, they've kind of been starving ever since Garbage +1.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Unless, so the way that you play offense, or just like, I say offense, but more what I mean is like APM. The way that you play APM has to be kind of like a Gohan with a lot of like pressure and surge building in order to actually make something happen. But a lot of the like kind of fast offensive players have moved over to doing a lot more all spins and less APM. And even becoming more defensive. So, for example, if you look at like Cab has been playing a lot more defensively in their TL matches recently.
Mm-hmm. Well, especially because Cab, I feel, was one of the first people to really get on the like all spin train as well.
Mm-hmm.
So seeing that kind of adaptability.
Yeah, it's so hard to get away with sending your opponent clean these days.
Everyone's gotten too good at the down stack, it seems. Whether that down stack is infinite or not is another story. However, we've definitely got quite a bit of clean from OSW. Coto getting a bit cheesed up early, and I think that's going to be a fatal board state.
Yeah. This is, again, both of these playstyles are endangered species. So watching this, I'm like, am I watching the same season? Like...
I mean, I guess that's one way for it to...
Oh, the side 4-wide. What am I watching? Wait, I feel like I've been transported to a distant era.
I just, I somehow walked into a PPT1 match. I didn't realize I was here for that. I think the only thing we're missing is the stall, but, let's hope we don't see that at any point. Usually, I think any sort of stall usually ends up taking place, like SDPC versus SDPC kind of deal.
Yeah, another like peer pressure victory over here for Applejack. Like,
what do you mean by peer pressure victory? Like please elaborate.
I like not peer pressure as in like peer PER. I mean like pure as in like that's all that contributed to the victory.
Oh, pure. Oh, I thought you said peer pressure.
No. I didn't mean like
pressure.
Okay, well, that's MB.
Okay. Coto working on the ice and but
gotta find a defense here. Dude, you gotta time that, man. Wait, but he's getting away with it. Oh my god, he's getting away with it.
Yep, OSW is still stacking on top of the garbage.
Okay, wait. This is so Kuro favored. This is so Kuro favored. Gotta just fucking slam it.
Spike, and there's the acid drop. Yeah, and yeah, Coto able to use all of those resources in one giant spike.
You see two I pieces coming up, and then a T piece. Like, you could just slam all three down. Blast them.
And speaking of, well, I guess the garbage wasn't there for OSW. There was double T and double I and 2 more pieces for OSW. That was like the dream spike queue. Managed to get the board back to manageable. Wow, okay, and hard counters the spike, so it doesn't accept any cheese.
This looks Kuro favored just from looking at this. Breaks it at 4. I mean, that doesn't... I can't say I agree with that, but it's a nice down stack, though. OSW misdrops an S piece. He's gonna have to find a way to fix it, but it's looking kind of rough. Has to dismantle the quad there, too, but... Kuro can't send the APM in time. Oh, but a nice surge.
Surge can help.
The pressure continues. OSW finds the I piece there. Gonna continue trying to down stack there. Finds another I piece. Huge spike. Wow.
Reversal 526 versus from OSW. That double quad multiplier was huge in swaying that momentum.
Dude, I feel like I'm watching season 1.
Nothing wrong with a little season 1 every now and
Yeah,
then.
yeah. It's a rare matchup.
Sometimes a little refreshing, you know.
Alright, SP's misdrop for OSW. He's gonna have to find a way to fix it. Misdrops the O piece as well. Finds a TSD to buy a little bit more time. Opens up the well, but doesn't have an I piece. Has to cycle to it. Finds it, right? And in the meantime, Crow setting up the TST, but does it with the Z-spin instead and dies.
Yeah, unfortunate that, like, yeah, Coto definitely, I think bailing on the TST was the right play, but the way that it was done, just not able to get that stack down any lower. All right, and we do have the SDPC spin coming out from Coto. Definitely putting in work, but we do see another quad multiplier from OSW.
All right, now Crow trying to build up something, trying to build up an advantage on an empty board here. Starts trying to build the back-to-back. Brings it up to a 7, but is really slow on these back-to-back continuations. Is going to have to find his way to a cleaner board to start EPMing more.
Oh,
OSW being slowed down by consecutive misdrops as well. Finds it down to some nice T-spins. Quad multiplier as well.
Oh. A little extra... Oh. Okay, didn't end up sending cheese, but I do like Coto's decision to, like, send early quad and then have, like, 2 or 3 combos afterwards, because that kind of forced OSW to do a full cancel.
OSW's board's not looking good at the moment.
I mean...
It hasn't been clean in quite a while.
Like, it's you know, it's good. It's getting there. Unfortunately, so is that surge from Coto, and that... Oh my goodness! OSW!
Oh, no! Just barely can't find the defense. And Kuro brings it back to 3-3.
Right, I know this match is supposed to be seed 7 and 8, but we are definitely seeing a very close set at 3-3. We have the LST battle, OSW and Coto. Garbage goes to unfortunate column 9 for Coto.
Oh, the green from OSW delays the down stack just a little bit to send more. It doesn't seem to have built any sort of advantage though, but now OSW on the down stack.
Seems very comfortable dealing with the cheese. Not going to be sending anything back to Coto, but, you know, not topping out to anything.
Alright, Crow taking the offense. Oh,
it.
but I think this is over. OSW can't place that piece to get to the T there. Oh, it's so sad.
Alright, and Coto once again taking a lead, but it's only by 1 game. I think we're definitely going to be in for a pretty long round. Or long set. You know what I mean.
Yeah. There's a lot of back and forth here. Neither player really, really being able to close the deal in this set, in this matchup.
Ooh, Coto was looking for a clean way to transition over the well, but unfortunately, a couple of jagged pieces didn't really make that feasible. OSW still keeping back-to-back, sets up the T-spin triple to open up the well.
Alright, sends a surge off, but Kuro able to cancel the majority of it. Still tanks some cheese, though. This is looking really OSW favored, yeah. The second Kuro lets that cheese onto his board, OSW is going to continue pressuring like that, which I think kind of reveals to us what the win condition for either of these players is going to be. If you can land a short surge onto your opponent and get some cheese on, then they're going to fall so behind in this matchup.
Oh, but apparently it didn't even need any of the cheese for that particular spike. That was just so much pressure
very
combined with the end of surge.
From OSW, yeah. You can't get to the eye piece there with so much, such a big well on board.
And usually whenever you upstack, like, again, like, OSW did the correct thing of making sure that, like, the center was the lowest part of the stack, but that it was just so much of a spike that it didn't even matter. Okay,
the cheese goes on to OSW first. OSW is gonna have to deal with this. Kuro needs to find a lead in the meantime.
Oh, but there's not that much right now to work with. Very untimely eyepieces, no clean garbage to use on.
Oh, but this is a nice spike being set up right now. Sends it off. Kuro.
Oh my goodness,
but OSW finds the defense. Alright, but in the meantime, there's a surge advantage on Kuro's side. Kuro needs to try and bring this to a win here. Bit of a hesitation, though. Oh no, Kuro's not looking too good at
Oh,
the
and the
moment.
misdrop, that's probably gonna be
The lead
fatal.
was thrown. No. And OSW
Oh.
takes another round.
And another just very difficult back and forth. Neither player really solidifying an advantage overall in the you know, back and forth. Oh no, but we are seeing a couple of misdrops, and this is a really tough spot. The quad multiplier just in the nick of time for Coto, able to survive, but still gonna have to deal with a lot of follow-up from OSW.
Alright, OSW is looking in a really good spot right now. If you look at Kuro's board, Kuro has a lot of cheese, so it's going to be a little bit difficult to defend any sort of pressure that comes his way, and it looks like that's exactly what happens. And Kuro can't find a down stack that attacks enough to defend against OSW. And OSW takes the lead, 6-5.
Alright, early eye, and we are seeing TKI from both Kuroto and OSW, although then again the
misdrop for OSW.
Oh,
there's
boy,
more of
we
this.
are...
It's not looking good.
And I guess OSW is making a claim of why that... Okay.
Ooh.
Well, apparently the damage is enough, despite all the misdrops, yeah. I forget sometimes how quickly things can change in this game. And every day I'm reminded.
Alright. Oh.
It's a side roll for OSW. Oh
what?
my goodness.
This is a weird exchange. This is a weird pattern here of events.
Yeah, and right now OSW is the first player to get cheese, but there's so much clean afterwards that they're able to use. Still pretty clean for Kuroto.
OSW gets to the bottom of the board, misdrops the team spin though. It's so bad. It's so bad.
Oh, sacrifices the eye for a better combo.
Okay, but this down stack combo is nice. Gets 2 quads off of the multiplier. Now both players in their comfort zone with cheese or with clean garbage.
Oh yeah, double eye there for
misdrops at the
Kuroto.
top of the board. Finds the down stack though. Needs to cycle to the eye pieces here. Does get to it though. A nice down stack.
Alright, Kuroto doesn't really have too much at the moment. Able to set up a cut copy. Gets a pretty sizable amount of damage, but not a lot of garbage to utilize. Clean over on the side.
And we're fairly evenly matched on pressure here from both players.
Oh,
it looks like both players not only have similar playstyles, but also similar capabilities as with their playstyle.
Oh my goodness, OSW had a really thick
just barely gets to the eye piece. The garbage just looks so bad for OSW though. OSW needs to just down stack right now. Needs to get through all of this cheese ASAP before Kuro runs away with the set.
Double eyepiece definitely going to help in that endeavor, but right now we have quite a bit of surge from Kuroto, but it's going to get tanked, and the misdrops for Kuroto unfortunately doing them in, and OSW starting to pull away. That's a three-game lead, 8-5.
I'm very impressed with how OSW played the cheese garbage there, because typically, like, that would be just a death sentence in this match. I was actually getting ready to call it there, but he was able to survive through it.
I was gonna. It's probably a phase 3 habit from TEC. It's very notorious for having a lot of not favorable garbage, but then again, Tetrio also has the benefit of no line clear delay. So sometimes, even if single skims are not the best way to get through it in other block stackers or games, sometimes that's the solution here.
Yeah, the main sort of difference in Tetrio that you'll see is that, like, you do have the option of doing all spins, and while, like, unless you're Vince, you won't be able to all spin through all of it. You might be able to do some all spins at the tail end of the down stack, and start off your empty board with.
Oh, I did not like that down stack
back.
option for OSW. Unfortunately, had like 2 T pieces over in the center, wasn't used for anything, and then broke Surge just to get a little extra breathing room, but was just left completely vulnerable afterwards.
All right, both players. Okay, looks like Kuro actually opts to insta break the 4 Surge. It looks like he is aware that the way that he wins this set is by getting that short Surge cheese over, but it wasn't timed in a particularly refined manner, which leads to it being full canceled.
Ooh. Alright, little... Yeah, still not really getting that much in terms of Surge. But OSW, despite being at the bottom of the board, is playing so fast that pressure is just doing so much against Coto.
It does feel like OSW is just a little bit better with both the speed and the efficiency, which means that where Kuro has the advantage is just not misdropping as much as OSW. I feel like a lot of the defining points in the set are when OSW misdrops and how they're handled. And speak of the devil here, there's a misdrop, so we're gonna see how this works. Pretty decent conversion, turns into a nice spike there.
And
oh my god.
Multiplier.
Impressive, impressive OSW.
Oh, and well, oh, okay, never mind. All right, so Coto already said GG's well played in the Tetrio chat, so I wasn't sure if that was just like a clocked out moment, but I wouldn't do that just off of an MKO build. I don't think MKO is throwing them. Like
some OSW misdrops is gonna hamper his offense here a little bit. Kuro needs to try and find some APM in the meantime here.
Well, able to get that back-to-back 4.
Some all spins to get the surge going.
Nice clean garbage.
And it looks like Kuro breaks at 8, but doesn't force OSW to break. But OSW has so much cheese garbage on the board. If Kuro finds a way to survive this, but he doesn't. And OSW takes the win.
Yeah, the genius of that spike is, well, popping the surge early to get cheese, and then the combo delivering more on top of it. Just a cheese-filled spike over an entire board. And there's unfortunately no solution for that down stack. So OSW going to advance further into our top 6 of the bracket. And though Coto,
it was really close at the beginning, but OSW towards the later half just ran away with the set.
Actually, I guess we did. Yeah, I was initially calling. Oh, it's probably going to be a close set, and then I think after I mentioned that, I'd probably said it was going to happen too many times. However, I think that's 65 points for Coto, getting a top 8 at a gold event, which actually, let's see, that bumps up Coto, I think, almost a top 8 in our current qualifiers, which is...
Wait, who kicked Shark into losers? I'm just realizing that it's...
Would you like? Shall we talk about this on the mainstream? It's funny, but
wait.
Would you like to know why?
What happened? Oh wait, no.
So for those who are not aware, I think we talked about this after we went on stream, or before we went on stream. Sorry. This tournament had a fun little gimmick on Battlefy, where every match you have to check in for your match, right? Kind of like how a lot of people will check in before a tournament, say they're going to play, and then that way the bracket's proper. Battlefy has the ability to do that within each match, and there was a condition noted that if you don't show up in 10 minutes to check in for each match, you get DQ'd for that match and either go down to losers bracket or you're ejected from the tournament bracket. And a lot of people, including Shark, didn't know this at the start of the event. So Shark was in losers round 1. And has still made an I mean, I know, obviously, matchups should be easier earlier in the tournament. But I need to stress that Shark has played like 10 sets already and is still in this tournament.
Shark, the losers bracket warrior.
This is literally, this has the potential to be quite literally like the longest losers bracket run that we've seen in 5 to 10 years. Like, just not even joking. Like, it has that potential if Shark keeps winning throughout the next couple of rounds.
All right. Interesting matchup that we have here, where, I mean, it looks like Shark is favored just playstyle-wise, but it all comes down to if Fort is able to overload and overwhelm Shark's defense.
Yeah, this is a very interesting match as well, because I think this has happened 2 or 3 times in previous tournaments, and this feels like a matchup that can flip every day of the week. I'm trying to remember. I think it was, Tetrio Latam. I think this was the top 4 match. And which one was it? Oh, my brain. Hold on. I'm trying to look at their qualifying to see what exactly happened. Okay, so this happened loser semis, and it went to Shark, I think in like a very close, like 11-8 or something like that. Like, it was very close throughout the duration of the set. And I think both players initially got knocked out by Firestorm in equally close sets as well. So, like, they are just neck and neck in terms of performance. It's going to be a hard one to call.
Yeah. Shark's really started making a name for himself recently. Ever since, I would say Apple Orchard Cup 1, beating Cab in the grand finals with some of the craziest defense that we've seen, just in terms of,
Oh, have you forgotten winners
gameplay.
finals too? There was also a crazy winners finals that happened before grand as well.
Right there, it was both. It was both.
All right, and looks like Shark is going to take the warm up. Not sure if we'll see Shark do that for the full set, but we'll have to pay very close attention and see what our win conditions are. As I know, Fort generally is I feel of a lot of the top players, Fort is usually the most unpredictable. And sometimes that's just from their own performance fluctuating a lot. But I feel like Fort's knowledge of many different openers is like, especially from Season 1, is just a very good thing to have in your back pocket.
Alright, going into the set here, we see Shark actually taking the offensive here, taking the initiative, starting with some pretty unfavorable garbage for Shark. Or for what's it? Fort here. Oh my god, dude, I saw Fort's name and I thought of like his Discord name, which is like Silly Shark 123 or something, and I just like
it's a battle of the sharks, yeah.
I confused myself for a second. Okay.
All right, well right now Shark's got a pretty hefty back-to-back advantage.
Dude, Shark, all you need to do is break it there and you'll kill him. You don't have to do any of this other stuff.
Shark is doing the fancy, LNJ.
The guy was
spin.
cheesed. We're chain building against him. Oh my! It's gonna get punished. It's gonna get punished. You can't sit in it for that long. This is so BM, man.
Oh, but the Shark is still alive, able to find a dig.
Dude, there's no way that wasn't BM. Like, you see Fort under like 13 lines of cheese, and
I
you
think
have a
Shark
20
was-
surge.
My prediction is that Shark saw the like really cool like L spin and just stopped board watching for that moment. And then by the time Shark got back to it, was like, oh, Shark recovered the game. If you come from that, POV. So Shark takes first blood.
It was just extended BM.
Was it? I feel like it wasn't intentionally BM. I think it was just like sometimes when you're in a tournament match, you just see something that you're like, this is not optimal, but I have to do this.
Do
like,
you?
I have to
Do
hit this
you?
part of my
Speak for yourself, man. I don't know.
True. This is why my online is very lackluster. That's why I'm in the casting booth. All right, Fort right now doesn't really have back-to-back advance.
Oh, the miss drops.
Oh no!
Back-to-back miss drops. It's not looking too good for Fort. He's brought his own cheese from home.
Okay, and
dude, is that the fin at the end? Okay, you're telling me this guy isn't BMing. You're telling me this guy isn't BMing.
Shark is going for the fin while in advantage.
The shark fin. Fucking dear God.
That's so perfect, actually. And another one. Shark going for another
You cannot tell me this guy is taking this seriously. This gameplay is so unserious.
Well, given how close the set was last time, I feel like that's not in Shark's best interest, but, sometimes it just kind of works like that.
Nice down stack. My God.
Yeah, the efficiency is on point. Oh,
Big multiplier too, off that small surge. I believe it was a 5 surge into a down stack combo. And Fort can't really defend it. It's too much.
I mean, it basically took for the extra follow-up from Shark to actually earn that top mount. Like, Fort was very close to solving that. Alright, no
Shark
early
is playing with his food, man. This is messed up.
We do have, okay. And Fort works over to the garbage well. Fortunately, has to break in order for defense in time.
Alright, nice little sequence coming from Shark here to send some garbage onto Fort's board. Oh,
Shark was hesitating on the all
end, but doesn't actually amount to anything in the end. Yeah, too much hesitation towards the end of it. Needs to do that faster if he wants to try and take out Fort.
All right, really good center wall play there from Fort.
Nice. Yeah, Fort putting one on the board here. Shark was hesitating and Fort was able to punish it.
And Fort, I think, with reliable TKI this time around into the STSD. Little bit off in the... Oh my
Strange
goodness.
decision-making from Shark there. That was very unlike him. Like, he of all people should be able to see that, it feels.
There was a misdrop involved in that, so I like to believe that was probably a part of it, but yeah, it was a little bit of a rough spot to come back from.
Okay, big counter spikes being prepared for Shark here. Does
Shark
find
keeps
the defense,
back-to-back.
though. It's up to 12 now, but I mean, this stack doesn't have any continuations. It's gonna have to send it off here, and it's gonna send clean garbage over to Fort's board. Both players having some attacks here, but Shark's able to solve a little bit better than Fort was.
But
Now gonna be able to get a small garbage advantage.
Both playing tremendously well, like holding 500 versus for about 30 seconds each, and arguably it's not over as Fort has another 15 back-to-back.
All spins coming through from Fort. It was a good all spin sequence. It sends off that 15 surge. Shark's gonna downstack it so well though. And now it's up to Fort here. Needs to try and find the 4 surge. Breaks it at 4. Is able to get some cheese garbage onto Shark's side.
Ooh, and very nice fractal there from Shark. Able to use the SZ prop. Keeping things clean as long as possible. Ooh, and that's a lot of cheese over to Fort's board.
The cheese over to Fort's side. Fort can't downstack it in time. I don't think no matter what player you are, there's any getting back from that situation. Once you have that much cheese and Shark's preparing a surge again, like at most you can stall till the 4 surge and you're gonna die.
All right, and garbage works out very nicely. Fort able to keep back-to-back surge while digging through the garbage.
The garbage very favorable for both players here, but Shark does break just from getting pressured too much from Fort. Fort continuing the offensive here. It's looking really good for Fort. Shark has some cheese garbage on the board. He's gonna need to try and find his way through that, but Fort doesn't find the T-spin in time. And Shark is able to turn it around before the cheese garbage becomes necessary to downstack.
Yeah, and Shark has been doing such a really good job as well. Like, I know a lot of the time, Shark just... It looks like Shark is playing like incredibly efficient, just over and over, and is kind of one of the best players that we have at a top level doing it consistently. But a lot of time, that's just from cycling to the eyepieces at like the perfect opportunity. And it seems effortless due to how often it happens, but it really is a talent that Shark's been just kind of running away with.
Yeah, you think it's just something that is easy from watching him, and then you try playing TL and you die like 5 times in a row not getting to the eyepiece.
It's quite literally like an expectations versus reality, and like it feels like RNG every time you try to build one. It's like, man, where is that eyepiece? We gotta find the eyepiece in time, but
yeah, really good at playing around it. But Shark's gonna start off with some misdrops here. This is gonna give Fort the opportunity to try and build a lead, but somehow Shark ends up ahead of this still. Being able to tank Fort's surge without sending, and now send it over.
Oh. All right, 4 back-to-back surge. Oh no, Shark!
Oh, the Shark misdrop.
Fortunately, cut all access off to the surface with that eyepiece, and just gonna immediately get topped out.
I'm actually, you know, I'm not that used to seeing Shark die to misdrop. Like, this guy is so consistent as well.
Well, there's not many terrible misdrops you can have beyond an I1 like that, unfortunately.
Yeah, finds the downstack here, but Fort does look to be favored on just like board material here.
I was gonna say, ideally
They're
I'll
both
have
playing
a
at the
clean...
same speed though.
Oh, very nice surge use, keeping there from Shark.
Okay, they both break at the same time, so Fort is able to get out of a pretty bad spot in that case.
And again, Shark digging at the top of the
pipe there. Misdrops the T-piece though for Fort.
Oh no!
Can't get to the eyepiece. And that's what we're talking about. Like, it's not that easy.
No, it's not. It is definitely not that easy. If you look at anyone besides Shark, you will realize it is not easy. Right, or excuse me, Fort having to break that surge a little bit early with all that early pressure. And Shark doing another fantastic work on the down stack. Just refuses to top out. We are going to see pretty hefty back-to-back surge advantage. Sets up the STSD. Will not get a back-to-back pop from Fort.
All right, some good chain building coming up from Fort. Fort's going to need to try and turn this into a win here. It's going to need to build up a spike that is able to break through Shark's defense. But it looks like he gets forced off of it.
I was gonna say, it looked a little difficult as well, because Shark was building really, really low on the board, like trying to make sure that they had enough to tank everything, but fortunately, the little spikes here and there are gonna do the job. And Fort, alright, setting up for the all-spins.
Still is able to find some surge there. They both pop evenly, but, I mean, Shark is favored in this situation because of the garbage here. Is gonna be able to have a lot more firepower than Shark here, or than Fort here. And look at the garbage on Fort's side. It's so bad. It's so bad.
Well, there's clean underneath, but it's gonna have to be a little bit down stack quickly enough. Oh my goodness!
Gets to the eye piece. Okay.
Just barely cycles to the eye.
No, the miss drops on Fort's side. Fort needs to get through this. All right.
Oh, but
and he does.
Taking time, so it's not gonna be too bad of a spot.
Fort's lagging behind on the chain building here.
That was so smart from Shark.
Oh, the nice defense from Fort, though. Really good defense. Needs to find a down stack here. Fast, but doesn't get to use the eyepiece on the well. Forced to waste it earlier to combo down. And Shark's going to take another round.
Oh, and the fact that Shark bursted that combo out so quickly, you could tell Shark saw that down stack in its entirety all the way back a few earlier. But, oh my goodness, what a play from Shark. And Fort as well, not dying to the initial spike, having to just kind of get snuffed out of resources on the follow-up, shows that survival of the fittest is definitely a very important facet of playing just as fast.
Alright, now, Shark, both players waiting on a small surge here, but Fort's gonna be able to tank. Alright, this puts Fort in a really good situation. Well played from Fort. He's gonna need to try and turn this into a victory. Gets to the 11, breaks it there, but misdrops the eyepiece!
I heard the desk slam through the mic.
I'm so frustrated watching that, bro.
I'm sure Fort is probably just as frustrated, but again, the train does not stop. Fort has to keep playing and try to find yet another win condition.
Okay,
see if we can get that surge up.
Look at this garbage pattern for Shark. There's no way you could down stack that. It's like zigzag localized within 3 columns.
Oh yeah, that was 2-3-2 in 3 consecutive rows. That is
yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to play a little, you know, Vince freestyle in order to find some clean solution. Okay,
right.
Fort survives that initial spike, has surge still.
Shark tries to force Fort off of the spike, but doesn't get to do it. Fort's able to send enough pressure just on his own to be able to cancel that, but still somehow comes out in favor of Shark here.
All these digs from Fort are just barely happening.
A lot of greed on Fort's side trying to upstack that, but it does look to work out for him here. The counter spike getting ready for Shark here. Both players on an even amount of surge.
Well,
and
Shark sends
like
first.
Both players
send. It's gonna neutralize pretty well.
But,
oh, wow.
I mean, Shark's not in any danger right now. Both players, despite being high up, are actually fairly safe, just off of garbage pattern here. Shark is gonna try and get through the cheese there, has to use the eyepiece, and is gonna get topped out.
Yep, so just a tiny little bit of leniency on that eyepiece, and that down stack immediately turns favorable to top out in an instant.
A lot of these sets, they actually end up coming down to garbage pattern.
Fort had to delay a couple of pieces that was locked off from getting to the left-hand side.
Yeah, what I was saying is that if you follow the trend with some of these matches, a lot of the sets do come down to just garbage pattern, because both players competent enough with the clean garbage to just use it for defense. And Fort actually showing that his defense is pretty good as well. But yeah, it's gonna come down to not only who gets cheese on the opponent's board, but who can RNG a garbage pattern good enough. And when it comes to things like that, it comes down to how many times you try, right? How many times you're able to roll it, yeah.
How many times can you bet, you know, double or nothing at the roulette table or whatever the thing is? I don't know what the most popular way to play is at a casino.
I mean, at this point, the most popular thing is sports gambling, but let's not talk about that.
All right, and as we get to our bet.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. So
really nice sequence from Fort here. Fort's able to get some garbage onto Shark's side. Shark misdrops there, so it's gonna put him behind a little bit, but now has clean garbage. And it's gonna be Shark who comes out with the advantage just off of that clean garbage. Has the surge building, but Fort's able to get a nice back-to-back continuation through his garbage here. Goes for a spin sequence here. Finds the defense too! Incredible down stack from Fort here.
Cut copy there from Shark. Setting up the C-spin to transition the well over perfectly clean. And it does quite a bit of damage over to Fort, but Fort still has clean underneath, and that's going to be...
Oh, the misdrops for Fort! Can Fort survive through this?
Oh, there's not a lot of pressure from Shark at the moment. I think this
nice down stack, but the garbage underneath is also messy, so it's not gonna be home free just yet. Gets spiked here, but doesn't have a down stack through it, and Shark's gonna take another round, bringing it to match point.
All right, this is gonna need to be a really strong showing from Fort in order to win this interaction. And we have the double SDPC spin, I think. Oh, excuse me. Oh, Fort's just going for the SDPC at this point. Just going back to Season 1 of PC loops over and over. And...
it doesn't do anything. I mean...
well, we got decent surge out of it. I mean, Shark as well also just built up surge anyways, but... you know, sometimes it's nice to determine the garbage for yourself.
I mean, there's no real continuation from it, though.
I got so very nervous when Fort decided to put both of those S pieces over the center. Like, one single spike from Shark, and that could have immediately been the end of it.
Alright, let's see. Some nice sequences coming through from Shark here. Is gonna be able to get a back-to-back lead over this. And Fort sends it first in order to start down stacking, but I mean, Shark is still holding on here. Tanks and sends, but followed by a misdrop here, so because of that, it's not going to be able to get the follow-up. Misdrops the S piece as well.
Oh, this is,
Fort just needs to send a little bit more, and sends off the surge, and is going to take another round. Not quite out of it yet.
Yeah, had a lot of utility out of those common S and Z pieces for Fort, and just held on to that T-spin as long as needed, and broke back-to-back to add icing to the cake for that setup. And a TST tower.
Alright, Fort, nice timing from Fort. Decides to tank it there. This is really good decision-making, showing in the midst of all this pressure, of match point, of all this garbage, is still able to keep a cool head here and make good decisions like that.
And Fort right now, no garbage on the board. Shark has a little bit to work through.
I don't agree with the canceling here, though. He's canceling way too much garbage when he needs to just tank.
Oh, both players now even surge. Shark sends a mini surge off first. And arguably, I think that cheese may...
oh, the cheese is on Fort's board.
I think that...
oh, he's struggling. He's struggling. Fort just barely gets the eyepiece. And he finds the down stack. Okay.
Fort lives for another round, but... oh my goodness. Oh, wait. Hold on. Shark's getting caught off guard.
And Fort brings it another round. And we do have Deuce rule as well, so if you can just bring it to 9, it won't be match point anymore.
Well, 10, right?
Wait, 10, I mean, yeah, sorry.
Okay. Sorry, unfortunately, we are not beating the Tetrio players can't count allegations.
True.
It's been a long time in the running, unfortunately.
Alright, the garbage isn't too favorable on Shark's board, and misdrops the J piece there too. Gonna slow down his offense a little bit, slow down his down stack. More misdrops from Shark! Alright, Fort needs to keep up the pressure here, just needs to try and punish it, but Shark's out of there just so fast before Fort's able to make a punish. And in the meantime, also gets to send a lot of cheese garbage over to Fort's side, and garbage pattern doesn't look too hot, but...
oh, immediately gets cleaned up.
Yeah, immediately cleaned up, but not with a Shark building up an 11 surge. He's not free yet.
Oh, the
Needs to try and find a way to defend it. Spikes though, and forces Shark to break it there, neutralizing the situation.
Yeah, Ford as well, not too comfortable, even despite having that surge. Just gonna reset as well with sending it on their own.
Alright, some nice APM coming from Fort here. Needs to try and find an attack that breaks through Shark's defense, but I mean, Shark finds the clean garbage and looks like the JP's misdrop.
Oh, greeting for the T-spin. Able
Huge
to
reversal.
dig through, but Shark right now is just sitting on this back-to-back and no garbage on the board. Fort's gonna have to work really hard.
Bomb looming over his head here. Can he defuse it? Is the question here. Needs to try and find a way to defend. Has a 7 surge, so it doesn't look too bad. Actually, is able to break it.
And that's
nice
surge over to Shark, but somehow was actually such a strong surge it sent clean over to Shark.
Oh, the SP's misdrop for Shark here too.
Oh, that is not
this
pretty.
This might be good. This might be huge for Fort here. If Fort is able to find some more attacks, but Shark finds his way down, isn't going to be punished for it.
Okay, things starting to shape up pretty nicely. TST there from Fort, and kind of the smallest of mini center forwards there from Shark.
Alright, nice chain building from Fort, but sends it off a little bit prematurely. Isn't able to find a kill off of that 8.
Oh, and we can see 2.5 minutes in, we can start to see that soft drop now affecting... oh boy,
no!
We're starting to see it affect the game
Fort
as
being
well!
put into such a bad spot! And Shark is able to take the win in kind of an anti-climax for how the rest of that set was going.
Oh man, it was just really putting everything into those last couple of rounds, but that set advantage for Shark is going to emerge victorious. And yeah, that Shark moves on, and the losers bracket run continues. The run to end all other run.
And Shark takes the win, and Fort is eliminated.
That is, oh man. And to be fair, 11-7, still a very, very strong effort from Ford as well. Like, that is, like, you would expect to see a set like that from a, you know, even match. We had 11-6 and 11-7 from our losers' top 8 matches. But now we're into our top 6. So Gohan will be facing OSW with Vega going to face Shark. And of course, on our winners' final side of things, we're going to have Diao Westell.
The classic matchup.
The marquee matchup of what looks to be a lot of our TWC qualifying events, particularly from our Gold and Platinum.
And I've been saying this for a while now, but Westell is the only one who has any chance to beat Diao. Like, if we get high roll Westell, then, like, maybe there's a chance.
I like the phrase of high roll Westell. Like we're just rolling the dice every time and taking a look at what's turning up.
Yeah, if we have high roll Westell, he's the only one who's able to potentially snipe God.
I mean, we have seen a number of our top players take games off of Diao, but in terms of like really putting up the pressure and like kind of putting Diao on the back foot, it takes a lot of offense for that to happen. I feel like Westell is really a player that's able to kind of shine in that environment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, looks to be the only person to be able to actually, like, kind of get Diao sweating a little bit.
It kind of felt like, and this is going to be a little bit, I don't like saying this is kind of a throwback. Back in, like, you know, before Tetrio Cup 15 and all that, it felt like it was kind of, you know, like Blarg and Diao were the only two players really able to shake CZ for that time being. And now it's kind of like Diao went from the, okay, I can make, you know, undefeated player, you know, really start quaking in their boots. But now Diao is that player.
Mm-hmm.
And Westell is the one trying to, you know, put a turn on things.
All right, but if we take a look at the match at hand, we have Gohan versus OSW. And, to be honest, I'm not sure if, like, just thinking about it, it feels like Gohan has an overwhelming advantage here. Just, having a similar playstyle, but being just that little bit better at chain building. And I do think that OSW is overall faster, just at standard level of play, at their, like, comfortable level, but OSW also has those misdrops, those really, really bad misdrops that hold him back. So, I mean, if we see high roll OSW who doesn't misdrop that much, then maybe.
It is a potential. although I will give you credit as well. Like, I think OSW flexing a little bit more within guideline probably gives Gohan the edge. Like, Gohan, like, specifically has been working on the Season 2 play and has been doing tremendously, as anyone who pays attention, Tetra League and other news. Also, big little fun fact for those not aware, Gohan, the first player to hit 410 with Tyrant.
True.
Well, that was a lot quicker than I was expecting to happen. I thought that
Me
was gonna
too.
take...
I'm the one who designed it too, and I'm like, I designed it so that it wouldn't be beaten that fast.
I thought that was going to be like multiple years, and okay, we just see a
I wouldn't
trinity
say
from
multiple
Gohan.
years, but 1 year was like kind of what I wanted. Oh,
and well, the frame
it's
one
the
good
warm-up.
luck have fun from OSW as soon as the top out happened.
That guy had it in the chat box ready.
Yeah, just hit key enter as soon as the top out happened. Oh man. And sometimes I know a lot of things happen in Tetrio in-game chat that don't get to be shown on stream, but some players are pretty funny people. All right, we have early O to start, and we have the identical TD opener. OSW going for the PC loop, but unfortunately has a misdrop.
All right, such a nice sequence coming from Gohan here. This is the like Tyrant gameplay type of stacking.
Oh, and the back-to-back surge still going up. OSW right now is going to be at a loss unless we can find some sort of work to happen. There's not a lot of eyepieces in this queue, and
I mean, what do you do as OSW here at this point? You just get nuked.
You gotta find some kind of a down stack, and it's just unfortunately not there with the 27 surge.
And yeah, this is what I was saying, where they both feel like very similar players in what they want to do, except Gohan just has OSW beat in terms of chain building. So, it will really come down to OSW being able to pressure and push speed enough to stop Gohan from running away with the chains here.
Yeah, but given as we've seen Gohan well more than comfortable playing upwards of 4.5 or higher in the speed, is going to be a really tall order. All right, no early O to start. So we'll probably... oh, okay, we have PCO and Freestyle there from OSW, seeing a little bit of the reminiscent TEC gameplay.
I think this is actually how you ought to be playing it as OSW. Just starting off with a 6-3 and trying to go really fast. Oh, but the misdrops! The OSW signature misdrops. And Gohan's gonna take another round.
Yeah, I think that was probably 3 misdrops within the span of 5 seconds. And unfortunately not gonna end well this far into Apple.
Oh, another a misdrop for Gohan this time. Misdrops the opening there, and it's gonna have to cancel it there and go for a down stack.
Well, gets the quad multiplier. Gonna be doing some really
cheese.
nice.
Really importantly, put some cheese onto OSW's board, which is gonna stop OSW from making as big of a surge as he may have liked to there.
Ooh, all right, and back to back now. Right now, rides with OSW.
The chain building starting here. OSW looks to be in a pretty commanding spot right now, but is forced to break at 16, and it's just not enough to kill Gohan.
Yeah, I think another thing as well, that I was noticing with that surge building, OSW is primarily building just off of T-spins and quads. There's not a lot of all spins happening. So OSW is like working really hard to build up these back-to-back surges.
Yeah, whereas it's fairly effortless if Gohan finds a good all-spin sequence there. And Gohan, continuing on with the chain building, has a really nice C-spin continuation here. Is probably going to look for the spike soon, but at a really bad time. Builds the boomerang, but it doesn't continue back-to-back. Z-spin misdrop for Gohan here.
Yeah, oh, wow, and the very quick color clear there from OSW.
Yo, why are we calling out color clears?
Because, hey.
It led to the win, I guess. Okay, my bad.
Hey.
I won't question it anymore.
Thank you, OSW, for completing the bit. Quite literally wasn't able to do that. All right, now OSW still just again like this is definitely going to be a very common theme where OSW is just building up Surge without the use of all spins, and although it's going to take longer, all of those like attacks in between are going to be dealing 5 damage rather than 3, and it feels like Gohan might be potentially able to get caught off guard by some of them.
Yeah, I'm surprised by the OSW comeback here. Just this small amount of comeback at the start of the set. Maybe it won't be as one-sided as I thought it would. Oh,
that's the
Gohan misdrops.
Yeah, the T over on the top is not. All right, we do see the O eventually in Q, and still once again
just going to see a misdrop decided set.
Between Gohan and OSW, it's not that far-fetched of a claim. It breaks my heart to say this, knowing that we're like basically top 6 at this point, but like it's an option.
Oh, nice chain building! Oh my god, it's such a good short surge pop from Gohan. He could have continued building, but chose to break there because he knew it would kill. That's actually I'm pretty impressed by that from Gohan. That was very well played.
Especially at the end of like an already pretty strong spike, because like you have to make that mental calculation pretty quickly. And
really awkward stack for Gohan there.
Another very, very quick round to OSW. Alright, and let's take a look. OSW going for DPC, and decides to look for a way to continue the stack on top, but greed's a little too much, and that eyepiece is going to cut, unfortunately.
Alright, and actually, evening it out, OSW, like, I don't know how he's doing it, but is able to compete pretty closely against Gohan, despite very consistently being at Surge disadvantage.
Oh boy, that's gonna catch OSW.
Speaking of Surge disadvantage, am I cursing it? Am I just cursing it? Like,
welcome to the club. It's a very fun place to be. Make sure to watch your stuff on the way in. Oh boy, and there's another misdrop for OSW, and there's the PD from Gohan to start and kick things off. And OSW has managed to recover in that amount of time. Pops a little mini surge. Oh!
Wow, Gohan is so off guard there.
Alright, more, okay, Gohan this time around going for, oh no, I think went for Stick Spinner STPC, but has a misdrop. Thankfully, no early spike there from OSW, gonna force a top out. Oh, and now OSW's on the ropes. Rely on the speed, a down stack is not gonna be fast enough.
Tries to find a donation, but doesn't cancel enough to let him live a little bit longer. If he did, though, if that went as planned, he would have a pretty good down stack, and it would be able to counter spike Gohan there.
Right, and OSW going up another STSD after the first one. But Gohan with the counter spike.
Oh, this is a big counter spike coming from Gohan. It's gonna start him off on some pretty good surge here. Nice pressure coming through, too. And this might turn into a win here. OSW doesn't have the eyepiece, is able to cancel enough to cycle to it, though. Find some more great defense from OSW here.
Funnily enough, I think this is one of the rare times where we have to see OSW kind of take it easy a little bit because they're just not able to keep up with the speed and pressure from Gohan. And that's 3 games now for a lead.
Can't get to the down stack, though. And Gohan's going to take another round.
Alright. And Gohan opts for the anti-PCO.
Yo, we're looping. We're looping.
Oh, I guess we are.
Oh, and into the down stack combo, though.
Oh, there's no way this is down stack. Okay, all right. Yeah, 500 versus after the extra credit there from OSW. Clawing back that lead, again, just needs to make it to, at the very least, bring it a 10-10 to a deuce to keep the set going. But
yeah. I'd like to see more of these down stack combos from OSW. It feels like a pretty compelling win condition.
Oh no, not like that. Not like that. Oh,
not the 2 misdrops like that.
Yeah, right
Bad.
over the center is just not gonna be favorable. And so 3-game lead to Gohan. Only needs 2 more to win.
OSW turning the ZP's misdrop into King Crimson. I gotta root for him now after that, man.
Is it a problem that I've seen OSW do that multiple times? They've made that same misdrop so many times, they know that's a follow-up. But now we're gonna really see if OSW's got the clutch gene. 4 games behind. It is really all or nothing right now.
Needs to win 4 games in a row to potentially deuce it.
And already
the misdrops aren't looking good either.
All right, we're gonna need some really strong.
So far. Oh,
we're gonna need some strong down stacks to compensate.
I cursed it. The garbage is all messy now.
It is. Oh boy, and we're gonna need.
Gohan takes the win.
All right, and Gohan continues to go further in this bracket, and I believe is qualified for top 4 with a win there.
All right, I'm looking forward to seeing how Gohan continues on with this tournament.
Yeah, that is pretty nice.
All right. Well, anyways, I think that's it for us, though. We're gonna pass it on to our next 2 commentators.
I believe so, yes. Which so that'll, I think, round things off for top 6 and then carry out rest of top 4.
Which I didn't want to mention it, but like I haven't eaten like anything since this morning, and I didn't eat that much breakfast, so I'm actually like starving the whole time I'm commentating.
Yeah. You couldn't like snuck like a candy bar or something in while we were casting? I'm sure we could have managed.
No, I did not. I did not. I was too busy getting League games played before having to commentate this and then streaming.
This is the. Honestly, I have no words. Actually, I don't know how to describe this.
All right. Anyways,
this is the Garbo grind set. All right. I don't.
Yeah. Like eating is a low ROI activity. I'm on my grind set.
What do you mean? Oh, okay. Please don't get as a takeaway. Please eat food. Don't take this from us. We do not condone starving yourself.
All right, we have a very exciting rest of this tournament, so stick around. You have Westell versus Diao. You have so much other stuff to look forward to. So yeah, I'll see you later.
All right, bye for now.
Hello, everybody. Yeah. The next game we'll be going into shortly is Vega versus Gohan, I believe. Should be a good game.
Vega versus Shark. Vega versus
My bad.
Shark.
Sorry,
Which is
Vega versus
still going
Shark
to be a really
in
good
losers'
game.
quarters.
How are y'all doing? You like the tournament so far? How's chat doing?
Alright, Sharks just joined in the lobby, and the player cards will be coming up soon. Yeah. Alright, one thing to note is Vega is seed 6, and Flying Diarrhea, or Shark, is seed 4 right now. But Vega, in Tetra League right now, is rank 1, so we'll see if he can play like that. And he's quite a little bit faster, playing at 3.8, while Shark is playing at 3.67. It should be
So
interesting
they
to
actually
see
have
if
completely different playstyles, I would say.
should be interesting to see if that
Mhm.
plays an important role in their matchup here.
How often do you play against these players, KOL?
Not very.
Not very?
Vega, despite being number 1, I haven't seen too much of Vega in the past, but I do know he's a very good player. But Shark has definitely impressed me recently with like rapid improvement and constant top tournament placements. That should be a really good game.
I think Vega might be able to be playing more aggressive here, because I know Shark's definitely more of a reactive player, especially in this meta with the garbage canceling buff.
Yeah, and I think if they're hopping into a warm-up right now, both these players are very proficient with their all spins and surges. So should be interesting to see if one of them decides to play more defensively with them, or uses them to build up heavy spikes.
Offensive wise, I think you'll see a lot of more like fancier setups from Vega. You'll see stuff you don't usually see, and you might learn something new. Honestly, Vega's a nerd, straight up.
Yeah. So far, it's looking pretty even. Both these players sending out well over 200, but a couple bad placements from the side of Vega just tops him out, and Shark will take the warm-up.
That is an explosive start from Flying Diarrhea, honestly. Shark starting off with a 260 APM game. If this says anything about what we're about to see, then this is going to be great.
Yep, both these players definitely capable of playing well over 200, so should be a very volatile and APM heavy matchup.
I'm looking forward to see how Flying Diarrhea defends against Vega's offense here, because I think he'll definitely try and go for a more passive angle compared to...
Yeah, we can see already, Vega's going for a lot of cancels here, playing a little bit more defensively while building up a surge of 10 already. 11, 12, 13, and he breaks it, sending a quick 20 spike, and Flying Diarrhea's in a lot of trouble here. I don't think he has a down stack. The first round will go to Vega.
That is the offense that I was expecting. Like, you saw Shark get an early start, but Vega just managed to turn it around.
Yeah, a lot of strong cancels and building up that surge really made the difference in that round. I think that's something you'll see a lot in this matchup. Just whoever can utilize their surge better, that will gain them a lot of rounds here.
Ooh,
And already you can see Vega, huge spike. And Flying Diarrhea just can't take the pressure. You can see just how much surge Vega is building up so quickly with that knowledge of all spin and speed.
Knowledge.
Oh, come on. Flying Diarrhea, early mistrap on the SDPC, and Vega just maintains a clean board here. You can see Flying Diarrhea is starting to speed up a little bit with the all spins, but struggling. But a lot of surge, but a bad misdrop converted into a C-spin. Great fix there.
Vega is so clean though. Like, this board is perfect. He's just gonna break the surge and...
We're actually a pretty neutral game. Yeah, neither player has surge here. Pretty clean boards from both sides.
Yeah, they're just
Looks like Vega's starting to speed up a bit. Building up 8 surge so far, but decides to break it early.
Vega's usually maybe a 4.5 PPS player, so this is generally really slow. for Vega, even though it's 3.7 PPS. It's taking
Still
it
have
easy.
3.7. Yeah. Covers the well a bit of the downside. A quick 30 spike from side of Vega, but Flying Diarrhea really strong on the defense. Just manages to shrug it off. Another 20 spike, but Flying Diarrhea again unbothered. The little bit of a surge deficit starting to build up, but
It has to.
Vega greeds a little bit, has to break, but he still has a really bad board state. Greeds for a T-spin.
Ooh.
That's just not the spin to go for.
Two to one, still anyone's game. You're starting off with. Is that was SDPC?
It was SDPC, but they both opt to use different variations and not going for the PC. Definitely a lot weaker now in Season 2 than it used to be.
I think it allows Vega to go into a more defensive position to cancel from, and that's clearly his big.
But here, sent all the way to the top of the board. Should have a clean enough board to make it down, though. And he
That's
does.
perfect. I would love that board.
And Flying Diarrhea is looking in a pretty good spot here. Just sitting at the bottom of this board, being able to build up some back-to-back. But a quick spike from Vega changes that. Vega's starting to speed up here as he gets into a rhythm of all spins.
About to reach double digits here.
Already at 9, 11, but a bad misdrop might force him to break. He gets one more, goes for an S-spin, and he manages to fix it. That's incredible.
We've had 3 rounds.
Another S-spin, and he's on 20 surge already. And he breaks it. It's a quick 35 spike, and that's an incredible round from Vega there. It fixes with the all spin to maintain surge for a big spike at the end. It was insane. Another early misdrop from Flying Diarrhea, and that might just be it. He has to downstep fast while Vega sends pressure. Goes for an all spin, manages to get it, but still cheesy at the top of his board. Makes it out.
He's still somehow keeping surge here. That board's not good enough. Oh no!
And on the other hand, a series of Bishops and Vega really a series of Bishops with both players actually, and Flying Diarrheas are much worse. And a couple bad misdrops there will give another round to Vega. Starting to run away with it a bit.
When they misdrop 5 times, this is actually cursed.
Yeah, you can definitely see how volatile this match has been so far. Just whoever makes the least mistakes. That's a nice all spin from the side of Vega. But both sides 7 surge. And Flying Diarrhea is looking really clean here. Nice 29 spike to send Vega to the top, but they survive.
Perfect canceling again from Vega to keep the board clean.
He spins the tower from the side of Shark, and they managed to send a 28 spike, but Vega again just doesn't budge at all.
You can see how careful Vega is here. Just timing every single bit of garbage to cancel.
Yeah, they're doing a great job. Oh, but that's a bad misdrop, and then great spike from the side of Flying Diarrhea tops them out. Playing at 240 APM right there. It's a really good round to stop Vega's momentum.
Still 42. Shark has a little bit of catching up to do.
Flying Diarrhea is really favoring this SDPC opener, and it's very strong. Let's just go solid back-to-back early game, and very fast with it. Oh, but a quick spike from Vega, and they take the round.
See, that's his usual speed. That's what I expect from this guy. It's kind of been plunking. You see 3.7, you think that's really fast. But that
you can
guy,
see
no.
beating up here. Here we go, over 4 from Vega, but it's just so clean for both sides. Oh, yeah. Flying Diarrhea has some surge, breaks it, and both people in a little bit precarious situations. A lot of cheese on the board here for both players.
Vega was working from a deficit, but Flying Diarrhea's surge just didn't do enough, and then Vega managed to bring it back from there.
Yeah, 6-2 already. Players opting for the TKI, maybe looking to go into LST, but Flying Diarrhea has to waste the TP spell. And Vega does manage to get into that LST stack pattern. Breaks out of it, 3-6 stack. And Flying Darius is a big spike, but Vega now has a lot of surge to work
There's no
with.
TP
But
Vega.
he's forced to break it to survive. But he still managed to convert a 35 spike into down stack. And that will kill Shark and
No, there was
This
no.
force out
Well,
7
where did
too.
this guy find the spike from?
he built a T-spin, forced to break out of it with his surge, and find a nice combo to make it all the way down while sending a massive amount. Alright, into the next round.
Perfectly mirrored openers coming out for both players there.
Yeah. Just so clean from both sides. Neither wanting to...
13
Flying
advantage.
Diarrhea.
Right
Yeah.
here.
Flying Diarrhea managed to withstand, but he misreads the board and makes a couple crucial misdrops.
It doesn't
Back
do
to-
anything. You need a
back to
significantly
neutral
larger
here.
surge.
Back to a neutral game, but Vega sends a big spike. Flying Diarrhea should be able to make it out of this one. And Vega is a little bit messy with some mistakes of his own.
This is a very downstackable board for Vega here.
But
Shark
both
on the
sides
other
looking
hand
in a
looking at
little bit
a
of
lot
trouble.
of-
Shark? No,
Yeah.
Shark isn't quite able to make it down in time. Vega will take another round.
Already 8-2 up. The Tetra League set would have been over already. And honestly, if Shark wants to turn
A
this
couple bad
around, he
misdrops
needs
in
to
the
find
opener for
something
Vega,
new.
and we'll see if Shark can capitalize off that. Does build a C-spin, but doesn't find much. Maintains back-to-back, 7, 8, 9, but he might have to break soon. There's the break. It's a 20 spike, but Vega, again, just lives throughout it all. Not even
At
bothered.
this level, you need a significantly bigger spike to do anything. You need like 30, 40 to even put a dent in most people's defense there.
Yeah. Well, that's not the spin Vega was looking for, and that might just be the end. Oh, that, especially with those misdrops. Flying Dagger will take a round. Game's not over.
If Shark wants this win, that's what needs to happen every single round. Shark needs to play way better. Especially, Vega needs to maybe mess up a little. But he's been flawless so far, basically.
Yeah. So good in the survival. But we'll see if he can survive this, and it's another nice downstack find. Reads for the T-spin, finds it. And it's just so clean from both players. A lot of damage coming out from the side of Shark. Vega barely managed to make it out, but Shark is now starting to build up Surge.
Vega's running out of
11 already,
resources.
and they're in a great stacking position here to keep going. Goes for the Imperial Cross, almost at 20 Surge here, breaks it to send 30, but Vega, again, manages to live without too much of an issue, really.
Shark needs more surge. That's just not enough to kill Vega yet.
That was 20 as well. But again, Shark, you can see him building up more and more Surge, and that will be the round for Shark. A great break and an
253.
insane offensive round from the side of Shark.
Like, high APM is a win con, but he needs to keep this up for, what, 7 more rounds, an entire Tetra League sweep.
Yeah, high PM is crucial, but you also have to make sure your spikes are like that little bit extra to be able to kill Vega. You can really see how strong they are with their back-to-back insurgent defense. You see this all spin
So
here.
beautiful from
Vega
there.
already building up 10 Surge. Shark looking in a little bit of a dangerous spot here. Has to go down cleanly.
He's
Manages
not
to get it
breaking
done.
the surge.
But Vega keeps building up Surge. Breaks it,
Okay.
and Shark will be in a bit of trouble here. Doesn't manage to find the down stack. And Vega, 9 rounds. 2 away from advancing.
4.2 PPS from Vega there, with both the speed and efficiency advantage. Shark just had no chance in that round.
Vega really liking this high spin setup from the SDPC. He's done it a couple rounds now.
Oh, what?
I can see the
how
else.
it's in.
And that, he breaks it, but he has a clean board. Flying Diarrhea, breaks the Surge, sends a spike. Vega, so much clean garbage to work with though.
You can see the Austin knowledge coming into play here. Vega just able to keep Surge in so many more situations compared to Shark.
Shark gets a little bit greedy, manages to get out, manages to send a lot there, but 2 bad misdrops to the top of the board, while Vega punishes.
Oh.
That's another round for Vega, unless... No, just too much damage and Shark will top out. Match point for Vega. Really showing why they're #1 right now, despite coming with a lower seed.
If you want to stay at the top of the leaderboard, you have to be consistent. And Vega is showing so much of that now. He has the consistency of like lemon sorbet.
What?
so smooth.
Yeah, let's. Okay, both players on 10. Vega, nice all spins. Flying Diarrhea is forced to break. Vega breaks as well to defend. Flying Diarrhea at the top of their board and doesn't manage to make the down stack. Vega will take the set 11-4. That's a great showing from Vega. Just so clean, so consistent, like rarely any mistakes.
Honestly, you cannot ask for more from a set. Like that was just so well played from Vega there, and really shows why he's at the top of the leaderboard right now.
Yeah, that was a master class.
I got
Just-
clipped. Can't stop. I got clipped. But
The lemon sorbet.
honestly, fair play from Vega there.
Yeah, it's
When
a
you can
very
keep Surge in so many situations and just keep your board clean, keep yourself at an
Even Surge-
advantage position.
strong defense and massive spikes. Just they'll take that set convincingly. All right, up next we have, I think, probably the most anticipated set of this tournament. It's gonna be Dial versus Westell. That should be very exciting, very volatile. Both these
Two of
players,
the most hyped players in the tournament in TWC,
Yeah.
and for good reason, honestly.
well, okay, we're not looking at the bracket. All right, and here they are. We got okay, we got Dial versus Westell here. Dial seed 1 and Westell seed 2.
Both of them are not at the top of the Tetra League leaderboard, likely because they're just using it as practice. But
Yeah.
if you've seen any of their tournament play, you know these stats are not indicative of
Yeah,
how
I
they
don't
actually
believe
play.
either of these players plays Tetra League super often, so that's probably why they're not super high ranked as well. You can see DL stats here. Like you can see he's playing 2.8, 170 APM, but don't be fooled by that. Like if you've ever seen DL play, you know what he's capable of. Definitely taking Tetra League a little bit easier. And on the other side,
Mm.
yeah. On the other
I'd
side,
say they're
Westell might
two of
have
the top
my God.
offensive players in the tournament, for sure.
yeah.
Westell
Especially
is known for
Westell.
insane pressure, Dell known for insane spikes, and few players can keep up with what they can put out. Just two
Yeah.
immovable forces, unstoppable forces for sure.
Immovable forces. Dial known for just being insane in general, and Westell probably the fastest player in the game right now. You could see him averaging like 4.6 in Tetra League, 220, 30 APM. Probably the best stats of anybody we have in the game. But stats aren't everything.
I have a question for you, QL.
What's up?
What do you think Dial's playstyle is?
Perfect.
Give me more. Give me more. What
Oh,
do you think?
I think Dial is probably the player with the strongest mechanics in the game. If you've seen like him play against any AIs like Roachbot or anything like that, you'll see that he's definitely like on par with that, and his macro game is really smart. Like he knows when to send spikes, and he can definitely send really high spikes. But speaking of that, he misdrops at the top of his board, and Westell takes the warm up. I think DL is a player that can almost get out of any situation and like turn it into an advantageous one for themselves.
But he doesn't get into those situations often, does he?
And that's why he's so good. There aren't many players that can pressure him to that level, but he might be playing against one of them right here. And it looks like we're hopping into the set here. Westell versus DL, winners finals.
You called down one of the strongest mechanical players. Now he's going against the sprint world record holder. This better be one banger of a match.
I sure hope so. You can see Westell already playing well over 5 PPS to start, but DL just lives it. Not too much of an issue.
As he tends to do.
Oh, Westell big spike, 30, but DL doesn't look super affected. Casually shrugs it off at, I say, a mere 4 PPS, and he manages to take the first round against Westell.
He's just completely unfazed. The 36 spike, not enough. You need like 50, I don't know. You do not one-shot Diao. You have to outplay this guy, and that is not easy by any means.
You can see Westell opting in for a little bit of the LST stack. forces the waves 2T while DL goes back to back, sends it. Westell breaks as well on the defense. A 38 spike, and DL again not bothered too much, but they are in a little bit of trouble.
Yep, just taking his time looking
How
for
much
the best
though?
down stack,
It's
and he
a-
finds it.
Again, what a down stack and what a spike to win around there.
How does he just not make 4.3 look fast? Like, it looks like he's just chilling, and then he's playing faster than the sprint world record holder.
I wonder if you're Westell, you have to maybe rethink your strategy here, because I'm not sure if the Owls up there you can beat them, speed alone. You can see it there, like, it's an insane spike from Westell, and DL managed to live one more time. A nice all-spin setup for them to maintain back-to-back. O-Tuck for Tetris, and a Break Surge to fend off that spike from Westell.
The problem Westell faces is that he's just too used to winning with pure brute force, because it works against 99.9% of players. But the 0.1% is standing right in front of him right now.
Not even to play one, the number one, maybe. At the moment.
There's not much debate for sure. And look, he's keeping up, he's spiking.
And Westell
Doesn't even
can't
need
quite
the rest
find
of the
survive.
spike. It's perfectly well timed, and Dale had like 10 more damage.
Yeah, it's looking a little bit rough from Westell here. Just to go for a little bit of an unorthodox opener. Let him just misdrop that one a bit. DL, a lot of floatings on his side.
He's just saving off the pressure to send when he actually needs it. He's able to keep it clean and also
Oh, Westell, a
keep
bad
damage
team
down.
misdrop, and that might be the end. Barely managed to make it out,
wait.
but so much pressure from the side of DL. But
Oh, Dale's
Westell
gonna
still has a
follow
down
that
stack.
through.
Still,
Westell's
Westell's
gonna
barely
follow
clinging
that.
on, and no.
Aw.
Just
Not-
too much pressure from DL. And you can see it's not all clean pressure either. There's definitely some cheesy garbage at the top of his board that Westell had trouble dealing with.
Westell died to the follow-up of the follow-up of the follow-up, man. It just keeps coming.
Yep. I'm
One mishold.
on off with the hold, and Westell will just fall there. 0-5. And
One
DL
mishold
is starting to
all.
run away with it, really. It's looking
That's half the
near,
set gone.
it's looking near perfect from the side of DL, to be honest. I'm not sure what Westell could do to stop him.
Dale's form is impeccable, absolutely.
Okay,
And look
Westell
here,
sends a
just
quick 17
still-
spike down at the top of their board. Westell's speeding up a lot of great all spins, but both players in a blink of an eye, just so at the bottom of their board.
Dale's playing against 270 APM, and then he's still
It's cheesy
timing.
garbage
He's
though.
still
Dial's in a
timing.
lot of trouble here.
And then he can get down, I think. He's still timing though.
So much pressure from
Oh.
Westell that Dial somehow manages to live out of that situation.
How is he?
More than a 1 PPS deficit here, but Dial's making it look a little bit trivial. A lot of damage. Westell has a big surge advantage, forced to break it to survive. Converts it to a small spike, but
He's completely unfazed. Dale just still with a perfectly clean board, able to accept, able to attack.
oh, but that might be
Maybe
it.
not this
A
one?
bad, oh, breaks the surge
Fine.
and now lives. That's incredible.
This is 280 APM pressure that he's living. It really doesn't look like it. Dale's just
Meanwhile, he's playing
killing.
at a casual 1 APP, like near perfect efficiency. Actually, both these players are playing with 1 APP, so you can really see how the damage buff in Season 2 has affected it. Or maybe they're just that good. A nice
Okay.
all spin setup, oh, just such a big spike from Diallo. And Westell, at the top of the board, barely manages to get down, and finds a down stack.
Oh, Dale missed
Maybe-
time there.
Yeah, a little bit of a mistake from the side of DL, but back to neutral in this round. Coming up on 2 minutes here. Probably the longest round we've had so far in this set. Westell
Westell
breaks
has
the
to-
surge to send a 30 spike. The DL lives through it. A little bit of a delayed down stack, but they're looking in good condition. Westell huge along the middle of the board. Gonna send a lot of pressure with this one. DL breaks surge. And still lives through it all.
Dial's still so clean, like this entire round. Even though he's surviving such insane pressure that Westell has been putting out, the best so far in this tournament, definitely. Making it look like nothing.
Yeah. A little bit of cheesy garbage. Sets up a T-spin, takes it, and 9 combo to go all the way back down to the bottom. Westell.
Finally, struggling a little is Dial here. He's going to send in 27.
But that's a huge spike, and Westell will have a little bit of trouble here. And it's just one line too many, and Westell pops out.
That
Another
was
thing to note,
260 for almost 3 minutes from Westell.
can't beat him with pure pressure there. You gotta send like insane spikes to kill. But easier said than done. Dial goes for an ult there while Westell builds up their back-to-back. Both
What's
players.
another
Dial
deficit?
on 11.
Well into double digits at this point. He's about to reach
Dial
20.
forced the
He
break.
doesn't need
20
it.
spike. It's a bad misdrop, but Westell. A misdrop from Dial. They left the pressure a little bit, and Westell barely managed to get out.
Okay, we're going back to neutral here. But
Dial looking at the top of the board, little bit of trouble here. That's a clean down stack that lets him survive it.
I don't think Westell has enough pressure.
A nice
Dial-
combo Tetris, and it just
Perfect.
cancels the entirety of Westell's spike.
Dial's timing is just completely destroying Westell at this point. Oh, look at this
Yeah.
spike. He's gonna... Oh my!
28, Westell managed to
30.
live through it. It's a nice survival from Westell. Playing out 4.5 nearly. 248 DM once again.
Dial just always has 2 T-spins on his board, it seems. Okay, not with this misdrop. Westell might...
Westell
doesn't
might have to punish here.
Dial's out!
But no, Dial managed to make it out. Such a tense round. These rounds are so tense, but Dial managed to always come out on top at the end. We'll see if that's the same here.
The rounds are getting
STSD
longer.
for a big spike here. But Westell's on 10 surge, forced to break, 31 spike, 32, and Dial finally pops out. 1-6 for Westell.
Okay, 260 for 1 minute. 260 can kill. It just takes a while.
It's a great
The
30,
god
32
bleeds.
spike.
Okay, 1
And
misdrop.
another fast round from Westell managed to capitalize off the mistakes from Dial.
Well, if there's to be a comeback, it better start now, yeah.
Double
Come on,
PCO
Westell.
opening, Dial takes it, Westell stacks up. Color clear from the side of Dial, but those don't do anything. But Westell has some bad misdrops here. Reads for a T-spin, that might be the end, but no, it's fine. Dial also force up the top of their board. Goes for some ball spin setups. Managed to get a
one.
nice 20 spike, and that will top out Westell. Incredible use of ball spin from DL there.
Yeah, that's just a gorgeous sequence. Just converting
Look
it,
at-
what looked like a T-spin shape into 3 different Austin.
No matter how much trouble he's in, he looks nearly unbeatable in these situations. DL. Westell, a couple missed shots to start off the round, manages to clean up the board fast.
Does that mean,
Yeah.
is that good enough though? Because Dial already has the surge advantage.
Breaks it though,
no,
and
no.
Westell manages to make it out without an issue. A
How
lot of
many-
clean on the side of DL. We'll see what they choose to do. A nice ball spin into an ice spin for a 32 spike. But Westell, great survival on his side.
Dial looking clean here for both players. Westell maybe with a slight advantage, but Dial was perfect canceling. Is going to find a 34. Gets all the way down.
Yeah. And Westell in a
okay,
clean
fine,
board.
yeah.
Might be able to send some pressure here. Oh, double misdrop in the middle of his board, but DL is also in a tough spot. DL will have to make it down, but Westell's misdrops might just let him do that. And it's... I think without the misdrops, Westell would have had another round there, but... nearly back to neutral in this round. Westell might be in a bit of a better spot, building up 8 surge already. 9.
There's no
But he's
ZP.
forced to break it.
Dial has a fractal, looking for a spike. 1 piece off the spike.
Yeah. There's both players keeping it really clean now.
Oh, Dial misses Ospin. Westell needs to be the one to find an advantage here. And he will start with some Ospins. But Dial already
Both
with the
players building
lead.
up
The other-
surge. DL, huge spike, and Westell misdrops the J. Can't quite find the down stack.
Yeah, he could have lived there. He puts
If
the
he-
J right there. And then
Found the
he
skin
got
of the
there.
teeth piece. I'd have barely been able to survive. And it's 2-8 for DL already. 5 DPS opener from the side of Westell goes for a lot of T-spins at the center of the board. Nice all-spin to convert. And it's a 23 spike that instantly tops DL out. I don't think he was quite ready for a spike that quickly.
Yeah, we found the win con. We found the win con. It's just 300 APM. Come on, Westell. Do it again. Do it again. He's doing it. He's at 5.7. There's literally one player who can do this, and he's trying his best. And he's somehow 8-3
really
down.
Pushing the speed here.
Oh, doesn't find
the break. But it's a 33 spike. 44 spike, and DL just doesn't look like he took the spike at all. But a misdrop in the middle of his board, that might prove to be a little bit of an issue. It's a bad fix from the side of DL. And Westell will take another round. 300 APM once again.
Wait, he did it again. Wait, do it again, do it again. Come on. He actually did it again. He needs to do it more. Wait, SDPC?
Set up versus a stick spin. DL finds a big spike in the center of his board. Westell pushed up to the top. A lot of clean garbage for him to work with though. And he manages to send the spike. A little bit greedy for the T-spin. And some skins that aren't too great for him, but he managed to barely make it out.
Okay, somewhat neutral. Westell's going to work through this cheese and get all the way down.
But meanwhile, DL's built up 8 spikes, sends a spike, and Westell just...
Wait, livable?
Might have the pieces to live? No, but it's a follow-up pressure from DL that takes the round.
Okay, Westell did 300 APM, DL saw it, and he's like, okay, I can do that too, and he just dropped 300 APM back on Westell.
DL, another stick spin opener, looking for the clean garbage, but Westell misdrops and starts skimming down. A nice double SC spin from DL to build up the 9 surge.
Oh, this is a bad board. Dawson's cooked.
But a couple bad placements forces him to break. Now Westell sending a lot of pressure here. DL forces the top of his board. And he makes it down. I mean, he always does, doesn't he?
Pretty neutral, but if the set had been anything to go by, Westell might be the first one to break surge. And there it is.
He breaks surge there. DL breaks it as well on the defense, but he sends a big counter spike.
There's always
Westell
a spike.
has a clean board though, manages to make it out. And there's just so much pressure coming in. But they're fine through it all. DL looks for a combo, almost finds it into Tetris. Oh, but an iron misdrop, and that might be it. Nice, Westell finds the pressure to capitalize off DL's misdrops.
Oh, if DL didn't misdrop, it was so over. Westell was cheesed up. Like a pot of fondue. Wait, that wouldn't have any hose. Wait, that's a horrible analogy. Don't click that one.
DL misdrops can't do the T-spin with that. And that'll be another round from Westell, starting to make a comeback for himself.
Nice.
If DL keeps making these mistakes, then Westell might have a real chance back into this set. But if you know DL, I don't think he makes mistakes too often, so...
Oh, the
Builds up a
perfect
fractal,
timing.
a little bit greedy, but manages to maintain back-to-back. He has to break surge to survive here. It's a nice 23 spike from DL. Westell going for a DT cannon on the upper half of his board. Has to downside quickly, and DL in a lot of pressure, but he finds a nice combo down. You see Westell playing at 5 DPS here, really pushing their speed.
Westell's looking a little bit cleaner here. Dell might be able to push him more to knock him out of this state. And that's a beautiful TB setup coming in from Dell into a 37.
And he breaks his surge for a 37 spike, and Westell just can't survive all that pressure. 6-10.
That's match point for Dell. We need 5 straight.
Double TPIs coming out.
To bring it to OT. Bring it to a deuce.
Westell starting off strong, and a bad misdrop from DL might just be the end of him, and it is.
What's still 5 PPS?
Westell making it competitive towards the end of the set. So it's what, 6-1-6-0 at the start? 7-10 though. Might have a real chance at this. A nice 180 spin. And an S spin. Both players at 9 surge. Westell forced to break, but DL holds it.
That's a
Looking
little
for
bit
no
of
piece.
cheese on top.
Force the break.
TNT tower. How does Westell have the nerves for that?
But a 29 spike from Diao, and Westell's in a lot of trouble. After he gets through this clean, he has a lot of cheese to go through, and we'll see if Diao can capitalize.
That was also cheesed up. He's going to give Westell the time he needs, and all the way down is Westell.
Diao feels a fractal, goes for the spike. It's only an 18 for now. Westell, again, a little bit of messy garbage at the top of this board. Not the best down stack,
Yeah.
but Diao a couple misdrops as well, and Westell manages to barely survive. I say barely, he wasn't that much of an issue for him.
Dale has another spike. Once he gets this garbage. Never mind. He's just going to cancel with it. Oh, LST board. You don't want to face Dale when you have an LST board. I guess it's
There's a 31 spike, but Westell manages to hold on to 10 surge through the spike, cancels for a 21 spike, and they're both players are at the bottom of their board now.
Nice overhangless spin. Dale already has the
Actually,
surge
sure.
advantage.
Westell also building up their own surge, forced the break, and now Diao sends their surge. It's a little bit of cheese on Westell's side, but they're still working through it quickly.
Oh,
And
that's
another
40.
spike from Diao.
All these tiny little sequences to...
But an I misdrop at the top of his board. A little bit of a mystery there.
Westell looking
Am I looking?
clean here.
A little bit back to neutral. Westell has a little bit of surge over Diao. Breaks it, and Diao sent to the top of their board. Manages to find the downstack. And Westell has to deal with a little bit of cheese before they can start sending super hard again.
I don't like this position from Westell. Dale, on the other hand, that's gorgeous. He's going to find...
A nice T-spin mini to set that up perfectly. Goes for a club. Has 10 surge now. A nice spin into a T-spin for 12 surge. Might have to break it soon to survive. And there goes the
knocked him
spike.
out of it.
But Westell, under a lot of pressure, and that'll be the set from Diao. Dude, what an insane player. Like, very little to no errors. You can see this guy surviving 4 or 5 PPS, like 250 pressure so often from Westell. Like, how... We'll
That's
see if
almost a
anybody can
1
beat him.
deficit, by the way. Westell ended at 4.5. Dale ended at 3.87.
And yet,
So 0.6
Diao has
PPS.
the higher APM despite a 0.6 PPS gap. So he's really working off the garbage that Westell sends him.
Just like we talk about efficiency a lot. We talk about what you can do with your pieces. Dale's working with the other players' pieces at this point. Whatever you send to him, he sends it right back to you. It's playing against like 15,000% backfire mode.
He's just so efficient with his sends. And his timing too. Westell was caught off guard by so many of his spikes and just couldn't manage to make it out.
Yeah, it really isn't just about how much you send. It's also about when you send and how you send it.
Yeah, love it.
That was very meticulous with all of these sends, right? He just times off his attacks to coincide with when his opponents are weak. He takes the best advantage of their disadvantaged boards, and he manages to put them in the bad positions that they need to be in order for him to win.
Yeah. Up next, we got Gohan versus Vega. Seed 5 versus Seed 6, so we're looking for a very close matchup here. We just saw Vega come off a dominant 11-4 win. And we'll see if 5-Han can do any better than that. Or even win, who knows.
These players cannot be more different. Honestly. Like you've seen these guys. You know what I'm talking about. Like I'd say Gohan is one of the messiest players in this tournament. He's extremely fast. He's like honestly close to Westell levels of fast.
You can see a couple misdrops there, managing to convert. And quick 23 spike, and Vega goes for a DPC and doesn't manage to get it off. So a quick fire, a quick Gohan, a quick warm-up win for Gohan there. So not
Gohan just tries to outspeed and outpressure, kind of like Westell, but with a few more misdrops usually. It's funny to say someone misdrops more than Westell because that's some kind of what he's known for, but Westell has been cleaning it up so well recently.
But Vega,
Meanwhile,
you saw
yeah.
You saw them survive so much pressure there.
Oh, for sure.
Just so consistent in their previous set. We'll see if they can do it again. A little bit of an odd misdrop while Gohan goes for a TD setup.
Gohan already at a surge advantage. Special working with so much cheese. That's the problem of being the slower player here. Which he doesn't really have to be, but I think Gohan just caught him off guard and is going to just take
Gohan
him
might
into
have to
the
take the T-spin mini there to live. But just so much pressure from the side of Gohan pops him out. Gohan will take the first round.
Vega usually tries to play clean and cancel all of the cheese, but when half of Gohan's damage is cheese, that's going to be hard to play against. Might be a
Nice
perfect
ultimate
counter.
setups from Gohan to build up a quick 6 surge. Vega's in a lot of trouble, and they just can't deal with the pressure.
When your win con is trying to out-time and out-clean someone, it doesn't really do much when your opponent just never times or plays it clean. This is going to be
for
one
sure.
of the very
Oh, bad
matches,
misdrop
but-
from Vega, and they'll be under a lot of pressure soon. Oh, they just don't have the pieces to make it down. A quick 3-0 start for Gohan here.
Massive numbers here from Gohan, just pure pressuring. And
But
misdropping? That's what
Finally,
I was
misdrop the
talking
TD
about.
opener from Gohan. And looks like both players are going into a little bit of a neutral state. Gohan goes for the T-spin triple setup into an high spin. But his 12 surge from the side of Vega breaks it to survive. And both players back to a relatively neutral board state. A little bit of cheese to work through from the side of Vega here though.
Vega's off spins are so clean today. Like, he's just finding perfect
The ice spin
sequences
to
to get out
maintain
of.
surge. Has to break it here under a lot of pressure. Now Gohan breaks their surge as well. And both of them manage to live through it. A
Oh
quick
my.
20 spike from Vega though. And Gohan's just caught out with an O-piece and they can't quite survive.
That's a 4.1 PPS round from from Vega. I think he's realizing that he has to
Bishops
speed
the
it up.
SDPC, and they might not be able to make this bounce back, but so much cleaner, and they just send to a big spike in return. Maybe even in a better spot, but another misdrop there, and all spins to clean it up. Break surge, 16 spike.
Vega is
Both
realizing
players.
the problems of having to play your opponent's game. Gohan is simply not letting Vega do what he's used to doing.
Yeah, there's so much pressure that Vega kind of does have to adapt to a lot in these rounds, and a couple of misdrops like that will be a little bit of an issue, but such clean fixes from Vega. That's like the consistency you were looking for, about making not that many misdrops, and when you do, you have the fixes for them instantly.
You have to keep this up for so long though to beat Gohan, who's just used
Another
to playing
misdrop
with this
again.
incredibly
Goes for a
dirty
greedy
style.
all-spin setup. It's back to clean. Gohan has to work through a couple of layers of shoots though. And a
Oh,
bad
and
misdrop
that's
there might
optional.
spell the end of them.
Yeah.
And Vega will take another round. 2-3.
That's one single mishold, by the way.
Whoever
Match
makes,
so far.
whoever makes one major mistake first that's the round.
Wait, now we have Gohan trying to play Vega's game.
Big spike from Vega. Gohan managed to make it out with a lot of clean on this side. Nice all spins from them, building up 7 surge, 8 surge. Vega breaks their surge, forcing Gohan to break as well, but Gohan just had a little bit of advantage there, popping Vega out.
Extremely aggressive here and completely unpredictable from Gohan.
Yeah, DT cannon opener, that's something you don't see too often. Into a T-spin, into a Z-spin, but both players building up their surge. Both these players are definitely very proficient with their all spins. You can see both of them are at 11, 12, 13 surge. Both break at the same time and cancel each other out.
Oh wait, one
On
down.
Vega, so much pressure, and I don't think
There's no
Gohan gets
downside.
practice.
Nah. Oh, he
Two
was still
240
looking
APM
for it.
there. Yeah. It's a DT cannon win. So maybe more people should be using it. Never mind, back to SDPC.
Eh.
Goes for the... Oh, doesn't opt to go for the PC. Instead manages to build up the stack.
Boy,
Both
Gohan's
players
just taking advantage.
clean board here. Yeah.
Wait, attempted cheese from Vega here. Not going to make it through. Oh, I don't like that bounce back from Gohan. It's going to work fine. Could have been better. It should have been better. He's out.
And it's just clean play from Vega that ties up the score after a hot start from Gohan.
Gohan needs to continue not letting Vega play his game. Like, that extremely dirty, brawly style that he was starting with was perfect. That was the game
He
plan.
might have to pile on the pressure.
He really
See.
just needs to stop caring about being clean. Like, right now he's trying to be cleaner than Vega. When Vega has
Breaks
been
the search for a
playing
spike,
like
but
that.
Vega manages to live through it. Has to wait for the gravity for the tug, and the eyepiece will kill him there. Not sure about going for the tug there for the T-spin setup. Just wastes too much time due to the gravity.
There's the 4-point APPS that I was waiting for. Gohan needs to just keep doing that, honestly. Just keep piling on the pressure. Keep just sending...
Oh, a bad eye misdrop from the side of Vega here. We'll see if Gohan can capitalize. Manages to work through it, and now a misdrop from the side of Gohan, and we'll see. But they clean it up as well.
Okay, Gohan is ditching the clean. There we go. Keep it up, keep it up.
Vega
Surge
had a messy
advantage.
board for a second, but fixed it.
Okay, breaks the surge again. Maybe not. That's a little too much. But he does need to keep
Yeah.
up the
Vega
speed.
playing very defensively this round with a lot of cancels here. While Gohan builds up a board, looking to build up a big surge here. Already at
Oh, I
9.
love this speed.
13.
This should be
That's it
enough.
already. If they break, they should kill. And there it is.
That's the playstyle that Gohan needs to keep up.
Another
Right there.
interesting thing here.
Just
Gohan-
flailing his arms. He's going like random attacks go. That's how you beat special.
Yeah. A 6-3 setup to start from Gohan. But Vega looking like he has the surge advantage here. But at the top of their board, forced to break it, sends a 28 spike as well. Both players under a lot of pressure here. Gohan makes a lot of misdrops, and Vega might be able to punish here.
He might. Okay, he's out. He's out.
Nearly.
Vega
But
misses.
Additional pressure from Vega actually managed to pop Gohan out. We thought he was in a clean, but reads a little bit for a T-spin at the top of his board, and just doesn't manage to get the TPs in time.
Even with mistakes, both players are holding like 200 APM. The level of play here is outstanding.
For sure.
Nice all-spins.
Nice all spins, but you can see Gohan already on 13. Oh, but a
But
TP's
this
misdrop, but that
evil
might be it. Has to break surge here for sure, but Vega misdrops as well. And look at the board state of both these players when they died.
They misdropped the same piece at the exact same time, but somehow Gohan just had 10 more surge. Right, MS2. TB from Yuna.
Gohan really likes their MS2 to start these rounds off. Gohan not quite finding the all-spin they were looking for,
Oh,
but
there was one. This is it. He's going to make it all the way
managed
down.
to make
Now-
it out. And both
And-
players looking relatively safe here, but Vega's under a lot of pressure actually, and they just top out. No surge break needed from Gohan. Just a raw 22 spike.
825. Gohan's coming dangerously near to match point now.
Yes, soon. Another
Ooh,
thing we
oh,
have-
that was a gorgeous sequence.
Yeah,
I love that
both
from-
these players just building up surge despite a little bit of cheese on Gohan's side. Both at 10, 11. Gohan breaks, Vega breaks as well, but Vega has so much clean to work at the top of the board.
So greedy. I don't think it's going to work out. He has to break again, and now it's Gohan with the surge advantage that he's going to keep up. Sorry!
But there's a lot of misdrops they have to cancel, and they're desperately trying to survive, and they do make it out. Meanwhile, Gohan sends a 16 spike, so a little bit of additional pressure. Doesn't find the kill. STSD here from Vega sends a little bit of a spike.
Gohan's in perfect position to start off-spinning. Misdrops the off-spin as I say.
Oh, that's an interesting setup from Vega there. Does he want to go into a T-spin triple here? Doesn't. Has to break surge. And manages to spike out Gohan. 6-8. Starting to
It's
close
just
the gap a
not
little bit.
cool. Gohan missed every possible down stack there with a horrible board. Gorgeous from Numa. Has to break the surge, but also enough to cancel out the cheese from the special there.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
hungry?
PC doesn't
Oh, I
manage to
think he
find the
had
second one. That
Punished.
punished mid-game PC into a 42 spike from the side of Gohan. Just instantly takes down Vega.
That's what you get for trying to PC in this meta. They're nerfed so hard they barely do anything.
Unfortunately,
Just lose after PC.
I feel like mid-game PCs at least should send a lot. Gohan sending a lot, big spike here. But Vega, again, just so clean, manages to make it out. A little bit of a misdrop on their side.
That definitely was a good confidence booster round from Gohan there. Just
Yeah,
piling on the
you can see
pressure
them
going
taking
faster
full
than he
advantage
was.
here. Playing nearly
That's not
4.5, well above 200 APM. Force match point here.
Alright, 5 more from special if he wants.
A little bit of a slow start for
Jimmy.
Gohan. Finds a T-spin mini. And they have so much
Could be the end of the tournament run here.
25 spike. They managed to make it out. Oh, it was a little bit of a misdrop, followed by an O-tuck. No O-tuck. Looking for an S-piece and they get it. Meanwhile, Gohan, a little bit of a slower playstyle here. Nearly playing misdrops 3 pieces on the left side of his board. It's gonna have to work here that soon. And he does, with a nice T-spin to cancel some of that.
No special is working through cheese. Looking a little bit rough, and more cheese is on the way. Look at this board. This is almost impossible to work.
Doesn't have the piece of the downside,
Pressure.
and that's it. Gohan will take the set, and Vega's tournament run ends here. What a good showing,
That is
though,
it.
especially in top 8.
11-6, the dominant victory coming in for Gohan here against the top Tetra League player at the moment. And I guess Toxic Sewer Sludge is going to win against Clean Play here. But if you are more consistent than the top Tetra League player, you deserve to win. And Gohan will move on to play against none
Gohan
other
is
than
sending a little bit more
Westell.
pressure. Now that is an interesting game. Two of the fastest players we have, like some of the highest APM ceilings game. Should be a very interesting match here.
This has historically been a very fun matchup to watch, but somewhat one-sided. I'd say Westell is heavily favored here.
Yeah. One thing we didn't mention last set is that Gohan is actually the number 2 ranked Tetra League player, so it's an interesting win there. But okay, here we go. Westell versus Gohan here. You can see Westell, at least their Tetra League stats, does look like they will have a pretty significant speed advantage, but we know what Gohan's capable of.
Of course, our sprint record holder here at 4.6 PPS average. Some other players are coming close. Galaxy. But Westell definitely just able to outspeed pretty much every single player in this game. And
Yeah.
by the way, for those who don't know, this guy plays on an Apple keyboard. It's a Magic keyboard. Yes, it's exactly the keyboard that you're thinking. I am not joking. He plays on an Apple Magic keyboard. Like the one you see in offices. And he's going faster than you'll ever hope to be.
Yeah.
Have you seen the hand cam, QL?
The Westell hand cam? I don't
Yeah.
think so. I'm sure it's pretty chaotic though. You need to be fast to play at that speed.
Oh, it's not chaotic. His
It's
hands
not chaotic?
barely move.
Alright, that's impressive then. Alright,
Like,
5-1. Finally back here, looking for a warm-up.
like it looks effortless from Westell, honestly. He's just gaming, he's chilling. He's just a kid who likes video games. Except he's the fastest player in the world.
It might look effortless for him, but playing against him definitely is not effortless. I'll tell you that much. This guy's sending
no.
an insane amount of pressure for his speed.
Oh, I have had several times the pleasure, or should I say experience, of playing against Westell. And it's not something you forget that easily.
Yeah, they made like a meteoric rise in skill and their rankings. Like last year or maybe 2 years ago, they struggled a lot with misdrops. They definitely could not play this quickly. And then just the more they played, the faster they got, and the more skilled they got. And now they're one of the best players in the scene. Gohan as well improved a lot, and Gohan. This is lower finals, right? So the winner of this goes to play Diao, and we'll see who can make it out. Alright.
Short story about Gohan. I'm pretty sure he wasn't even top 100 in season 1. He just had a meteoric rise to the top after just finding his stride and getting.
Speaking of
5
meteoric
first
rise,
he was.
Westell just had a meteoric rise to the top of his board, and Gohan. It's another 10-second warm up, so maybe not the best for warm up, but definitely a confidence booster from Gohan there. Manages to instantly top out Westell.
That was a good time to take a stretch break for Gohan, I guess.
Yeah, bro was top 30 in season 1. Says
Ah.
Jack. You're just lying.
17 season 1.
You're just lying.
Definitely near the end. No, okay, he was 17. But like prior to that, he was nowhere.
Okay. So, yeah, both of these very young players, though, right?
For
Very
sure,
good.
yeah. Both in high school.
Yeah, very
Always top
mechanically skilled
100,
as
that's
well.
debatable. Always top
Oh.
100 is definitely a stretch.
All right, Jack's calling you out, so maybe you're just wrong.
No, Jack's a kid.
Oh, okay.
He thinks like 1 month is a long time.
Damn. Are you gonna take that, Jack?
Yeah, he will.
Okay. We
You
should be
saw
hopping into the set soon.
Numachi the entirety of season 1. Yeah, in top 100, I guess. No, but like he actually has only been a top player for maybe 2 to 3 years, which is a relatively short time. Definitely one of the newer players.
Prior to being a top player, Gohan was not a top player. I mean, yeah, I guess. I think the room code got leaked, so a little bit of delay, but we're hopping into the set right now.
First to win +2. Loser is top 3. Winner gets to fight Diao. And for all the marbles, except for one.
Like most of the marbles. Maybe like half of the marbles.
Sure.
And, okay, sorry. A bad bitch from Gohan manages to find a clean fix in Westell, just piling on the pressure though. Looking to build up a little bit of surge here. Already at 7. A couple missteps on the side of Gohan. Maybe that warm-up, maybe he did need a longer warm-up, but he fixed it fast with the 38 spike. It's back to neutral.
Also definitely looking a little bit uncomfortable. He'll shake out the nerves as the set goes on.
I mean, he's playing 4.5, he's looking okay. Beat gapping Numa a little bit here.
Why still 4.5? Oh, he's plunking.
Probably the only person you can say that about, even as a joke. But
well, he is going 260 APM
from both players actually. Gohan's doing a great job on the receiving end, just playing super efficiently with their garbage. Westell forced the break, and both players at the top of their boards. Westell will find the downside first, another misdrop from Gohan will seal it, and Westell will take the first round.
Just a small reminder, last set, 260 APM was an opener nuke. This guy's holding 260 for the entire set. Pretty much.
Westell misdrops are TPI, but Numa with much worse opener misdrops from their side manages to fix it relatively quickly, but might be in a little bit of a disadvantage here as Westell just gets to work with a clean board for free.
This is Gohan we're talking about. He's probably seen that exact mix drop like 10 different times.
Yeah, Westell does break their Scourge though, and Numa manages to hold it. Breaks it for 32 spikes, sends up Westell, but it's just barely not enough to confirm the kill.
LST coming in from Gohan. He's not the most proficient with it, but he might make it work here to at least keep an advantage. He does find a 33, it's enough!
Not the most proficient with it, but he does convert it into a 33 spike and takes his first round 1-1.
You don't have to be the best at something to make it work, and Gohan certainly does there.
Okay, another opener misdraw from Gohan. Just can't get to a hot start here.
Yeah, and delete the VOD. This opener didn't happen. Round just started. How are you doing? How are you doing? Looking clean!
Good.
Yeah.
Both players build into the 7 search now. Gohan reading a little bit for some more, forced to break it because of Westell's spike as well.
9-0. This
couple bad
is
misdrops on the right side of Westell's
ancient
board,
strats,
and
man.
that's it.
Makes it
Gohan will
work.
take the rounds. There's a couple
Gohan
really
wins
bad
the round with 9-0 stacking. Or 0-9 stacking, to be exact.
You can
It's
see-
Garbo's favorite strat. Shout out, Scarbo.
Yep. Okay. Definitely a lot faster opener than we've seen. Both players play nearly 5 PPS here. Building up the surge. Westell breaks it for 20 spike. Gohan plays solid defense with the surge as well. OP's donation. And he'll keep it relatively clean, but a couple messy pieces to work through. While Westell builds up a spike, sends it, but Gohan is not affected.
Gohan was a little set back by that wrong overhang hamburger, but it's all fixed up. Back to LST, which he immediately breaks. Come on, Gohan. Surely you can learn LST. But
My god.
it's looking like a pretty clean run until that misdrop for
Gohan might have to
TPSM.
break to survive, yeah.
Now it's Westell looking clean
Westell
with the pummel.
starting to pile up the surge. Onto 11, breaks it, sends a 20 spike. Gohan a little bit of cheese at the top of the board, but they clean it up faster.
Yeah, it's perfectly
Like all the
clean
way
here
down.
from Westell.
Westell
You went more
reading a
happy.
little bit for a TST setup, but it's a great pressure option. Into a couple all spins for 20 spike, and that will top out Gohan. Back to a tied game.
260 APM. Again, this was an opener spike in the last set. Right now, it's just normality. It's happening nearly every single
Yeah.
round.
Alright, what? Gohan going for another one of those TD setups. We'll see if they want to tank a little bit before sending next time. But again, it's a clean 20 spike nonetheless. Westell breaks their surge, sends a 19 spike along with it.
Westell is like the power creep of Tetrio. Like, he's just putting new numbers into our heads that we never thought were possible.
Yeah, a couple of years ago,
The game.
like 3 PPS, that was a fast player. But now, instead of going 4, nearly 5,
Yeah,
he's really
go on,
putting
Osk.
work. But
This kid's
Gohan,
getting power
Hamburger stacks, but he has to break it. Manages to find a 9 combo into the post. So, a little bit of misdrops, and Gohan will take the round.
Gohan with the fake 4 wide. Someone was asking for 4 wide in chat. I think they got their
It's
wish.
like hamburger stacked, and then had to get out of it. But yeah,
Pseudo 4 wide.
this PCO variant is really popular nowadays. But Westell instantly sends a 36 spike and pops out Gohan.
Oh, hello, 260 APM, my old friend. I've seen you before.
They all spin stacked? Yeah, they do. Alright, Westell goes into an LST of his own. Maybe a bit more proficient at this than Numa.
No.
And Numa will just top out. Just too much pressure from Westell here. Bad misdrops, and that's the round.
Again, Gohan trying to play Westell's game here. This is kind of a pattern against really strong players, where you're just forced to try to do what they're doing but better, and it almost never works. You
Yeah,
have to
especially
force
with
other players
Westell.
to do your game.
Especially with Westell, there are very few players that can match him. But Gohan might be one of them, though.
The Westell's the world record holder, man.
I
You
say
can't play
that,
sprint
like
together, guy.
like compete against him. Like Gohan is good.
Maybe hold his own, but you are not beating Westell at pure speed, man.
Yeah. You can see that they're 5 PPS down from Westell tops out Gohan. Just a little bit too much pressure for him to survive.
2:88 p.m.
Something-
Why is this normal now? Why is this happening every single round?
Yeah, a little bit
This
different.
is not normally Tekken PC.
Yeah. Gohan's getting caught out a little bit a couple times without attacks to cancel, and the spikes sometimes just kill him.
Oh,
And
what
that's
is
some
this?
bad misdrops from Gohan, and that might
He
be
built the
a
roof.
Westell. Manages to find the cancel though, and he does find the down stack. Now Westell may be in a bit of trouble with his own misdrops. Gohan
no,
building
one
up
more
Surge,
misdrop from
but
Gohan.
it's such a messy round from both players. Gohan breaks, but Westell just manages to make it out.
It should be
So much
Gohan
pressure.
with the
Teaspoon single from
advantage here.
Westell. Finds the down
Finds it
stack
out.
again.
Ouch! And Gohan, forced to break his surge, is left with no more advantage. And down stacks all the way down, looking a bit cheesy for both players, but we are back into neutral yet again.
That was an insane sequence. I'm surprised that neither player died there. Both players with like insane disrupts of their own. Gohan greeds for some surge at the top of this board. Might get punished for that, and he does. Just maybe a little bit too greedy to maintain back-to-back, and Westell would just spike him out when he's playing that risky.
I'd say these two players have been here long enough to
Westell
become
is
veterans at the
PC.
game, and they're definitely showing it.
Are you
The
sure?
nerve, man.
Yeah, I feel like calling Westell a veteran of the game is a little bit of a crime.
It feels
That's okay.
wrong, but also he's been here for like literal years at this point.
He
We
has
can
been
talk
around
about
for a
it.
while.
We're just old, okay?
No way. Okay, but 18 forced to break it, but Gohan's on the top of their board, cancels their T-spin setup.
Oh no,
Westell.
I don't like that. How does he make it? What?
A little bit messy from Westell, doesn't quite manage to find the punish there, and now they might be in trouble. But Gohan again, eyepiece misstrong, and both players manage to make it to the bottom of their boards.
Gohan is like physically creating cheese wherever he stacks. It's hilarious to watch. It's slowing Westell down enough for him to have a chance.
Yeah. It's a pretty misdroppy game for both sides though. Not super clean, but I guess that's what happens when you're playing 4, 4.5, 4.6 even. 7. Sorry, he's speeding up. Alright, Gohan has a little bit of a surge advantage here. Not quite forced to break it yet. That's not the stack he was looking for though. But he
He's
still
gonna make
managed to convert.
Try to make it work. Wait, Westell's stuck.
Westell in a lot of pressure and he just can't make it out. And that's the surge spike right there. Gohan really making use of his all-spin knowledge to get that round.
Austin. Anyway.
Stick spin also pretty popular opening. We saw DL using it earlier. Definitely helps you get that strong start into a round. Breaks back to back though while Westell maintains his. Goes for a T-spin triple setup on the side of Westell. And he does manage to send it cleanly. Forced to break the chain though, and that's an easy survival for Gohan.
Looks like Gohan is forced to break as well.
Oh, Westell misdrops the Z piece over the well, and that's it. 5-on taking a
Nothing
page out of
horrible
Westell's book,
to
4.5 PPS. He's definitely holding his own in this set.
This is very close. It's 6-5.
The PCO variant coming out again from Westell sends a lot of early pressure. Playing a 5.6, is that? That is insane.
Gohan's been
But
trying
not
to
the
time it.
cleanest.
It's left him with a horrible disadvantage. He's already double digits behind. Will manage to survive the first spike, but Westell is
And
still
Westell-
going strong.
Yeah, starting to slow down from that initial more than 5 PPS burst. Goes for the L-spin T-spin setup thing, and he sends a 33 spike to Gohan, who shrugs it off. It's getting too fast.
Ooh, what is this board from Gohan? He's going to spend a lot of time trying to clean this up, and Westell's going to build a surge in the meantime. Pure T-spins, of course.
Both players on 5.
Breaks it,
Westell
and
breaks
it's
it, and
enough.
Gohan's just caught off guard. He had to attack to cancel there, but he just one piece placed in, and he got spiked out.
Petra League set gone, moving on to the tournament round.
Westell double wasted T there. Does make it clean at the end. And Gohan so much cheese that he doesn't make it down.
That's impossible to jump
5.7 from the side of Westell there. Might be one
And
of
he
the
said
fastest rounds of
cheese.
all time.
5.7, he said cheese, man. How do you
Yeah.
deal with that?
A little bit of momentum from Westell. You can see the TD opener from Gohan. Sends a 25 spike 31. That sends Westell to the very top of his board.
Oh my.
Guides the down stack though. And he sends a quick counter spike as well. And now it's Gohan's turn with the clean.
Very back and forth round so far. Finally, both players get all the way down. And it's going to be Gohan with a significant...
Oh, that's a bad
surge
misdrop from Gohan though.
It was an advantage. I'm sorry. I keep doing
bad
it.
misdrops in the middle of their board, and Westell will take another round. Is that 4 in a row now? Starting to build some serious steam here.
I love this PC opener. Just so easy to build with. So fast.
Yeah. I guess you're in the
Now
second
it's-
board state. Speaking of clean board states, Westell at the bottom of his board, building up a lot of surge, breaks it for a 24 spike and Gohan. A little bit
Gohan's letting this guy play Wabi Sabi.
unprepared there.
Westell literally just got the world record for this category. You can't do that.
That's true.
That's some drop.
Look at that 180 finesse though to kick it up. That's some tech.
Westell plays this game too much. He knows all the spins and when to use them.
That was an insane tech, but despite that, he misdrops and Gohan takes a round. Playing at 5 PPS of his own. Manages to stop Westell's round streak, and we'll see if they can.
We need
We'll see if
5
they can
more.
survive.
Give us 5 more. Gohan.
Westell misdrops the opener, so can't get that clean start they were looking for. But Gohan bad OP's misdrop, and that might be it.
No surviving
And now
that.
it's over. Westell
It
will
is
go.
over.
Will take down Gohan and look for a rematch against Diao.
A well-deserved win here. It was close at the start, but Westell just started running away with it near the end.
Yeah, started building up momentum towards the middle of that set, and just Gohan just could not stop him. That's my teammate. Let's go, Westell.
That's our
Sorry,
team.
no bias. No bias. All right. So grand
That's
finals
our
here.
teammate, bro. We're still matching.
We are. All right, we got
4.5
Westell.
PPS average, and then 232 from Westell. 450 versus. That's the big one.
That
Incredible
is an
stats.
insane stat line for Westell.
We were talking about his Tetra League stats, but his tournament stats are... It might be even better a lot of the time.
Yeah. Still though, a good tournament run from Gohan here. Managed to secure himself a top 3 placement, only behind Westell and Diao. So made it far.
Yeah, that's a really impressive placement, honestly. One that anyone should be proud of. You're losing to the 2023 world champion and the sprint world record holder, and
Yeah.
definitely nothing to scoff at. It's a very impressive placement considering how he also put up a great fight against both players. So yeah, shout out
Yeah.
to Gohan. Congratulations for making it this far. But it is time to move on to the match.
The grand final. It's Westell versus Diao again. First time, Diao ran away with it a little bit with Westell, managing to mount a very slight comeback in the second half. But remember,
1
if Westell
second.
wins this,
We will be
What's up?
going into an ad break
oh,
right before the match, in case we show an ad during the match, which would not be okay. Take a small break, get ready. See y'all.
yep. See you guys.
We are so back.
We're back. We're
We
back.
got
The
the
ads are
secret
over.
DLC content.
Except there wasn't any content. The ads are over, and we're looking to go into a rematch of the best set of the tournament. It's Westell versus Diao.
Two of the best players in the game going against each other in AOC 2. Who will win? Probably Diao. That's probably the prevailing
Diao
sentiment here.
did take the first set. Probably the undisputed best player at the moment.
For those who
Best
just joined, this
active
is
player.
a double elimination tournament, which means Westell has to win 2 in a row here to take it from Diao.
Yeah. If Diao wins
course.
one set, it's over. And if Westell wins the set, then he has to go through a bracket reset and play another set against Diao for the trophy.
Diao, of course, our reigning champion from 2023. Won in domineering fashion, honestly,
Yeah.
demolishing everyone in a flawless run to the top. And if you click on his profile now, you still see a massive banner there designed by Osk, showing that he's the 2023 world champion and current champion as well.
Yeah.
And in this tournament, also a qualifier for the current world championship. Diao is also still in the running and looking to keep his place at the top.
Yep. In the chat, AR means achievement rating. It is first to 11, win by 2, for the record. So if we get a deuce, then we'll get a really good game. What is the question mark, and SP? Tournament graphics. Okay, so we're going into the warm-up here. Both players opt for the PCO setup. I think it's funny that this PCO setup is used so often, and nobody does the PC anymore. This is bad.
Yeah, like the nerf PC is so hard, and now it's just better to just stack up and build this because it's simply so fast. It's extremely easy to build.
You can see Diao looking like he's taking the warp a little bit easy, just only playing 3.3. But building up so much surge in the process. Westell misses a Z-spin,
That's gonna
barely
be
finds a T-spin to save himself, but only for a second.
It
Diao will
looks
take the warm-up.
calculated. Like that was the exact number of rows that were needed to kill Westell there in the warm up.
Yeah.
And that's what we expect from Diao at this point. He's not just mechanically amazing, he calculates his mechanics to coincide with when his opponents are weak. He times his attacks, he downstacks when he needs to, he attacks when he needs to. He's very careful with what he does, and that's what's taken him so far here.
He's so good at just every aspect of the game. Also, one thing, that was probably like the longest warm-up we've had in a while. Sorry, we're launching into the set here. It's Grand Finals, Westell versus Diao. Diao's coming from the winner's side of the bracket, in case you missed it.
Of course, Diao the heavy favorite here,
Westell.
but Westell one of the
Westell's
top
starting
players in the game
strong
as well.
with the DPS start.
Perfect LST coming in from him as a sprint world record holder, and I believe also 20 TSC world record holder. One of the best at the game.
Diao
And
breaks
definitely
surge,
one
but
of the few
Westell
players
holds
who
onto
can
the
kill
17 surge, 18 now, breaks it for 22 spike. But Diao just doesn't care. But Westell has a lot of clean garbage here to work with.
The numbers are
Retail.
so different at this level, honestly. What you think is supposed to kill might not. And like, a spike of that size should have topped someone out twice.
But when it's Diao, nothing kills, and he manages to find a punch on Westell as he's just working through a little bit of a messy board at the top. What does Stride mean? Stride is someone who just plays really fast, for like simplicity.
LST coming in again from Westell. Now a little bit cheesed up. This garbage is rough to deal with. He's going to be forced to accept even more. Now he's looking.
Yeah, it's a clean Tetris from Westell to just kind of start building up back to back.
Oh, the canceling from Diao is gorgeous. He's all the way
Westell
down.
has such a clean board. Such a clean board. 33 spike, 35, 40 spike, but Diao
doesn't feel like it's gone.
he just doesn't care. But he might care about this pressure. Well, he breeds a little bit for an all-spin setup, but it doesn't even matter.
Oh, I don't like this from Westell.
And now Westell's under so much pressure. He has to go down soon.
Oh, Diao
Diao
missed time for T-spin.
cancels a bit. Maybe a little bit of a mistake with his side.
This round's going to continue.
Yeah, goes for an all-spin setup, breaks Surge. Westell breaks as well. But a couple misdrops from Westell, but he works through it for a 17 spike.
Nice down stack. It's going to annoy Diao a little, it looks like, but he's all the way out already. We're back into neutral.
Yeah, but
Very
Westell
long
making
round
a
to start off
couple
with.
mistakes on his board. He
Long round,
might
I
be in
say,
some
as
trouble
just a
here.
mid-top.
Yeah. Oh, finds a clutch clear, but it's not enough, and DL will take the second round. We'll see if Westell can get a little bit of a better start than last set, because last set he was down like 0-5, 0-6. But with that Z misdrop, it's looking a little bit tough. Takes
Not
it
much of an
fast.
advantage for Diao. He's only at 6. Doesn't actually
7.
keep it mostly, but he...
That's not the
Now
piece
he
DL was
doesn't
looking
look-
for, and he does not manage to live through that mistake.
Mm.
Westell will take his first round. Alright, going in. Might be another stick spin from DL here, and it is. Takes 4 lines of garbage, looking for a spike. And he just
Ooh,
finds the
nice,
all-spin,
man.
builds up 8.
Already at the double-digit advantage.
DL,
and
look at that
the
timing on that spike.
perfect use of that.
Westell's just caught out of the top of his board with a 20 spike from DL. Sometimes you see these 30, 40 spikes not kill, but with DL, it looks like every spike is placed perfectly.
You saw him pause. I think he looked over. That is how you screen watch and make the most out of your attacks.
Westell has to cancel Surge there. DL really piling on the pressure,
Down this
but
PC.
slows down a bit to tank those lines.
Finds
And
a
look at that
beautiful
spike,
spike.
another
Yeah,
perfect
look
spike
at
from this
that.
by the DL.
Oh,
He's
this
just
Diao
so
spike is
good.
real Diao
He's so
stack.
good with it.
Winning round 6. He carries from both players. They're going to LSP. Oh, Diao chooses
DL
to go
does
out.
take the PC here. He spins singles into a clean stack. Whilst Westell, building up an LST, has to break it, and he's in a lot of trouble here. DL again capitalizes and takes the 5th round.
It's
He makes it
always
look so
clean
easy.
from Diao.
Just like
It's
pulls out a
incredible.
33 spike from nowhere, perfectly timed as well.
He really does make sure
Oh,
all
a
of his
missed
pieces
eyepiece from Westell. And he has to just keep it clean for a second here. Meanwhile, DL's built up 7 Surge, 9, and he's maintaining it. Sends a 20 spike. Westell does manage to cancel out most of it.
Kind of lucky with that cancel. What?
Westell goes for a
Westell,
TST power. That might be a
no!
little bit too greedy against DL here. And DL will just take the rounds.
Against
yeah,
maybe any other player, not this one, not Diao.
I don't know, it's a little... might be way too greedy of a sub to go for it here.
It didn't really work. It was all spiky and peaks and valleys everywhere.
Yeah,
Okay, next round though. Game has to go on.
it does. And he Westell
Starting off
still
with a
adjusting.
massive disadvantage, but
adjusting
still
for
makes
his
it work.
opponent. Yeah, finds a fast 5 PPS round to just pop out the out instantly.
That's one of the benefits of going 5 PPS. You can make all the mistakes in the world, but you can also get out of them just as quickly.
Yeah, a couple of nice donations from the side of Westell to build up this LST stack. Transitions into a bit of an 8-1. Not the best way to maintain it, but he does manage to send a spike.
It's going to force him to break his surge. Now
DL
it's
goes for an
it'll be
STSD
double
here,
advantage.
and he keeps it clean.
9-0 is so difficult to keep offense with.
Yeah.
He does find
DL breathes a little bit for a T-spin, breathes for the surge
What
as
is
well.
this read?
Forced to
Yeah.
break it. Yeah. But Westell, also under a lot of pressure, goes for a TST. Tries to maintain it, but he doesn't have a way to break out of his surge to defend.
5 rounds ahead, our supercharged world record holder keeps his lead, keeping it cool, keeping it clean.
Yeah. And now we see Westell really just turning up his speed a notch. He was playing at 6, but that misdrop in a lot of hesitation there, and that might just be the round.
He just
one-
the punish always comes. It's so consistent.
Yeah, just one misdrop and so much hesitation from Westell there.
And
I guess
Dell
when you're-
always has the spike. One mistake, he always has the punish, it feels like. What can you do against this? Probably
That'd be
that.
perfect.
That would do it.
A 300 AP on 5.5 from side of Westell, and he takes a fast round against DL.
Yeah, that's what you have to resort to, huh?
Yeah.
Alright, do it again, Westell.
He's going for it. DL at the top of his board, keeps it clean though, and he manages to lay it down.
Oh, this looks like a massive spike coming in.
And it's a nice series of ball spins. That is beautiful from the side of DL.
So
Westell
clean!
can't make it out.
What is that?
Those are insane all spins from DL there. And just a huge spike at top of side Westell. 3-9 here. Looking a little bit one-sided here. Westell converts into a teaspoon triple. Builds up surge a bit. DL's now playing at 4 PPS. I spin into so many all spins from the side of DL, and he manages to send a huge spike against Westell. And Westell just doesn't have the board state to defend.
Yeah, that is our supercharged world record holder. Most back-to-backs in quick play. That's how you do it.
It's 3-10.
Masterclass from DL.
Grand finals point, tournament point for DL here. And
This
Westell
is-
a little bit misdroppy here. Manages to find an A combo out of it. DL a little bit cheesed up, but his combo's down as well.
He's
All
trying to
spins
keep
there.
back-to-back through this.
Finds a decent
might
triple
be
ice
right.
into an ice spin. Goes for an
So
STSD.
greedy. Okay.
Breaks it there, but Westell under so much pressure. Goes for a fractal set. I don't know if that's it. But he manages to
Okay,
make
that
it
was
work.
not able to punish this one.
But there's the
As a
spike.
21.
21 spike. DL a little bit misdrops. But he's at the bottom of the score, so he should be fine. Crits into a T-spin, into a... Maybe looking for an Ultimate, but tucks the piece instead. But
Oh my
Westell makes a lot of misdrops as well.
that's right.
And DL would just keep it clean. The Ultimate's coming in for DL. Force breaks it near the top of his board, and he just keeps it clean.
It's suffocating from DL. Westell just has nothing to work with. Look, there's more cheese!
There's little to
He
no
just goes
counterplay for
after
Westell
it.
here. He just has to survive, has to try to get clean.
Every time Westell deals with cheese,
But
there's
here it
more.
is,
Look
more and more
again.
cheese for Westell to work through. And he just can't get his pressure going like this. You can see his attacks
Oh
are
my
really
goodness.
falling compared to other rounds.
Barely
And he's at the top of his board.
And
Yeah,
now Dell's
looking for the
just
punish
free
here.
to do whatever he wants.
Doesn't have another TPs for the spike,
Look
but
at
here's
this
the
spike.
double
Oh
Tetris.
my goodness, here
33
it
spike,
comes.
35 spike, and that's it.
That is going to be it.
It's over. DL takes Apple Orchard Cup 2, and a dominant showing from him. What an
Westell
insane player.
upsetted DL once recently in EU canon. And Dell was like, no, you don't do that here, not again. Shuts him out. Absolutely
11
dominating
to
fashion.
3. What a set from DL there.
That scoreline, that's so crushing, honestly, for Westell.
And that
was in
does a
peak
lot, doesn't
form.
it?
And
Looking
Yeah.
unstoppable.
if you're a sub to Dell on YouTube, that there is a tutorial on how to win Apple Orchard Cup. That is the Osman tutorial.
Yeah, this guy might be the
What?
best.
Doug Finals? Promo, hop in.
Alright,
Promo, hop
actually,
in. Doug Finals promo.
No, okay.
Yo, wait, he's considering. Chat, come on. We want the Thug Finals. Hop in. Do it. Run the Thug Finals promo.
You know,
Come on.
Chat wants it.
I think chat wants it.
You know, Chat wants it.
Do it promo.
First to one for all the marbles.
No, this is just a warm up. What do you mean?
But I can't hear you. Alright, we got promo popping in here to take revenge. Take revenge for all the people be out knocked out.
Promo is going to avenge us all. You got this.
Oh,
Alright, promo.
oh.
What's
Diaz
with
with
your
a spike
gosh?
here. Diaz at the top of his board as well. Promo.
No.
Promo does not manage to find the down stack.
Okay.
Oh, but he's back. He's
Promo
back.
got it. He's back. He's got superpowers. sure taking down for a ride here. Okay, sending down up.
He's back. The DL keeps it clean of all spins. Sends a 20 spike. Promo really trying to work through this pressure.
He's doing great. Been hosting a tournament for a really long time now. Still holding his own against our tournament winner here.
That's
But
a
of
20
course,
spike from Promo, but DL lives through it. A little bit cheesy from
Wait,
his side. And he does find the clutch, but it doesn't pop out quite yet. And he lives. Of course. Oh, he
Okay.
does. And he's back. But Promo has built up Surge here. DL
Of course,
might
if
not be able
Promo wins
to.
this round, he wins the tournament because that's what we
DL
agreed
might not
on.
be able to live through this. 16 Surge already.
It's a great surge advantage.
Back.
Forced to break it. Dale has to cancel. The advantage is gone.
And Promo is now he's the one dealing with pressure from DL.
Surge advantage for Dale here.
It's back-
Promo's
it's
looking
back to
good.
you.
But it has to be
DL
better.
sends a spike. Promo has to cancel it out.
Dale has more. There's a follow-up spike for the follow-up spike. And it's cheese as well. Don't even...
Yeah.
Come on,
But
the ropes
Promo
a
keeps
bit.
it clean.
There's
He's back,
more!
and he just missed spike to the moon. It's
Aw.
over. It's over. DL
Dale keeps his
takes that-
crown.
DL takes the Thug Finals. He defends against Promo.
Very
And
close
that-
to losing a round against
is
Promo here. But still manages. Hey, oh wait.
Wait, this
Wait, Garbo Thug Finals? Wait, Garbo wants a Thug
Garbo?
Finals. I think Garbo wants a Thug Finals. Wait, okay. The Thug Finals for the Thug Finals. Hero stock.
Wait, we
Okay,
got Garbo
Garbo.
coming in. We'll see what he can do.
Yeah,
Might
let's
just
see what Dale
disconnect him
can do
here.
against Garbo. Like, I mean, we
Garbo
know
the
Dale
clear
is good.
favorite in
But,
this matchup. Wait a second.
Interesting opener from Garbo. Dale with the average LST opener.
DL playing a calm 2.5 here. Not seeing Garbo as much of a threat, maybe. Maybe not just yet.
No, Garbo is the biggest threat.
DL building up
Wait,
building
whoa,
up
whoa,
the center
whoa,
four
whoa,
right
whoa,
here.
whoa, Garbo.
Doesn't find a
Garbo, you
multiplier,
can't
but
find it
Garbo
now.
is cheesed up. Garbo finds the down stack. Wait, does he? No, he's fine.
He might. His board's
He's got
entirely
it.
clean.
I believe in Garbo.
Okay.
He might be on a 12 surge deficit, but he's got it. He's got it.
Definitely making his way downtown. He's doing it a few more times if he wants to be safe. Against a 20 surge from Dal. He's just
That might be the world
quietly
record spike
building
coming in here.
Like, we've been watching Garbo trying to downstack, and then Dal just quietly has a 30 surge in store. I think that's
Wait,
enough.
wait, Garbo did. Wait,
Wait. Livable. No!
wait.
No!
Oh, DL takes it. It's so close. Okay, okay.
Alright, roll the credits,
Alright,
credits.
Thank you all,
Nice
thank
try,
you all for
Garbo.
watching Alpha Orchard Cup. What an insane tournament from DL. Thank you, Promo, and everyone else for hosting. And that's it.
Great effort from Garbo as well, but you might need to change a few more rules if you want to beat Dal there.
GG's everyone. Thanks to everyone for playing. Great tournament.
And let's bring in Promo to roll the credits.
All right, hello everyone. I've been here the whole time. Before we roll credits, I actually am gonna roll the raffle for participants who joined. I think, hold on, I need to actually like set this scene up. Give me 1 second. Ooh. Ignore that.
You just added a browser source.
Oh, why does it look like this? Okay, we're actually gonna not do that. Okay. You guys can commentate this, I guess, if this is interesting.
The wheel is wheeling.
Oh,
Very
it's
big
actually a
wheel.
fast. It doesn't take like 30 million years. 26!
What? 26.
26.
Congratulations, 26.
Congrats. You did it.
I actually
You won.
can't read the wheel.
You did it. You win the tournament 26.
Am I production? Do I roll this again? Production as in CM Dingo. Do I roll this again? Or is it just one? Waiting
The
on
stream's at like
confirmation.
360p. We can't actually see the names.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even see it, so there's too
Right,
many
Dingo.
participants. On that note, thank
Wait,
you for
Jesus.
everyone who joined.
Oh wait,
We had
But she says
130
it's two.
participants. It's two. Okay, gotcha.
One more row.
Yeah,
one
I
more
mean,
row.
this is just an insane amount of people who joined.
Okay.
Sleepy Zuck.
It is going to be
Zuck 44.
Zuck.
congratulations, Zuck44. You also win the tournament.
Good job. You guys both win. 26 and Zuck 44. Congratulations.
You will
you,
receive 200 TWC points.
you'll get all of the prize pool and all of the badges. Anyway. All right.
Wait, this isn't like a supporter raffle, right?
It's just, yeah, supporter raffle.
Yeah, it's a supporter raffle. You guys will be getting supporter soon.
Soon.
Congrats.
Wait on that.
Soon.
You guys can play duos. And I don't know what else. Rolling credits.
You can change your name to a My Little Pony reference.
Don't do that. We have our leading organizers. Cheese Whiz and CM Dingo took over most of, if not like all the production for AOC2. Cheese Whiz revamped the graphics from last AOC. He did all the coding for every single graphic that you saw here. He made my life a lot easier in OBS this time around. Dingo has done everything in the background. He's been our communications with OSC for badges and bannering. He's been managing the bracket today while also crashing out a little bit, but he's done a good job. He's done most of our concepts with us. He's selected our music, and he has also revamped the background cycle slightly. Then you have me and Andrew in the background. I'm just your stream host this time around. I haven't done too much, but I have to include myself in this credit scene. And Andrew has also just been helping with bracket, background, staff help, and also your starting soon screen. Rolling into credits number 2, you have your commentators. You may be familiar with Garbo and Davo from last AOC, who commentated your grand finals. Super happy to have them back again. I'm sure you guys enjoyed their commentary. Very seasoned commentators of many games. And this time around, we brought in QL and BenXT for your second half of top 8, who are also both very seasoned commentators. Just super glad we could get everyone here. You guys want to say anything?
Thanks
I
for
love
hosting.
cooking.
No problem. All right. Fiverr Guy. This is the same scene as last time, but we can't not shout out Fiverr Guy for the apple orchard tree. We've been spamming this one scene that he's created for us everywhere we can, from the banner to the poster to the background. Thank you, Fiverr Guy. Please check out his work. Love Fiverr Guy.
Fiverr Guy carry, let's go.
Second commissioned artist, Poki Dialga. This is a new one because we actually have badges this time around. Poki Dialga did all 3 of our badges, which were very well made. And some of my favorite, I'm not biased, but some of my favorite badges that I've seen. Definitely check out his work. He does a lot of art and badges and just does a lot of art for the Tetrio community. Oh, I should have, can someone drop a link for Poke Dialga stuff? I did not include that.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Yeah, someone drop that, as you should go check him out. Credits number 4, promoters. Thank you to Puzzle Kingdom, Taz, Hummingbird Nest, Matchmaking Central, Infinite Finesse,
Oi,
World Puzzle League, Hard Drop, Galactic, and CTL for promoting our event. Helps a lot to just spread the word around and get as many people as we could. And our last promotion, of course, OSC. Thank you for just allowing us to banner this tournament and to get it badged. We were not able to get the last one badged just because it was a little last minute, but OSC has gracefully allowed us to badge and banner this tournament, and has also allowed us to keep the font with Tetrio Plus in this tournament. Just super thankful for his cooperation with everything. And then last but not least, I haven't actually added the scene in. That is not the right scene. That's from last AOC.
Damn, that's wild.
Dude, that's crazy. I mean, shout outs to the people who donated the last AOC where we raised $1,500. Let's see. All right. I'm actually gonna not read off this because I don't want to read the scrolling. Let me grab the actual.
But thanks
email.
everyone for supporting.
It means a lot.
Thank you all for donating. Thank you all for playing the tournament. You guys are great.
So
Thank
true.
you for watching. Thank you for being here.
Thank you to Cheese Whiz for the 40, Mitsu especially for the $260 contribution. That is crazy. Davo for 5, Elijah for 10, Dried Abs for 14, Glenn for 5.55, Numa Witch for 1, Flower Petal for $30, Hugh for 1, myself for 1 cent. You're welcome, Diao. You will be getting that 1 cent from me. Red Slicer for $50, Coral Beneki for 13, and Stacking Arena for 19.31. Who says 440 hertz if you get the reference, which sadly I don't. Is there production? Do I need to do anything else, or are we good? Again, just thank you everyone for watching and for joining our tournament. We're just super glad to get this tournament badged and bannered. Yeah, we're probably gonna raid Garbo. And you guys will see an Apple Orchard Cup 3. You guys hit the prize pool goal, and you will be seeing that someday soon. So look forward to that.
All right, have a great one. Say hi to Garbo.
I will. Thank you guys for joining
Bye,
in.
guys.
All right, with that, we will raid Garbo and end stream. Does he have a slash under it? What is he have?
Garbo can't underscore.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right, he won't see this one coming.
He would never.
Do we want to raid message? What do we want to do?
You got a message? Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta raid message this. What are we thinking?
Nanners.
No. No, I don't know about that.
Down stack.
We just do knife. Don't stack, no.
Knife.
All right, we can just do the good old fashioned knife.
Garbo loves down
nobody's gonna change
stack.
it. That's true. He does. He really does.